Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Valentinos here on Good Friday. So sorry, I had a few technical issues here at the offset at the very beginning, but we will get through them on my end. And welcome, everybody. Happy Good Friday. We hope you're all set for a fun, fantastic evening filled with, guess what? Christmas. So it's crazy, isn't it? It's like we just wound back the clock a little bit. So let's say hello to everybody that's here on the screen, and we'll quickly introduce ourselves, and then we'll say hello to everybody in the chat. We'll tell you how the sale is going to work here tonight, and then we'll get into it. In the meantime, like I said, let's say hello. Bill, how are you doing, sir? You having a good day?
I had a great day. I'll say it real quickly. I had the amazing opportunity to hang out with our buddy Time for Treasure, Sherry, today, and we went shopping together, and that was super fun.
Okay, so you got to hang out with Sherry today.
I did.
Oh, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous. All right, how are you doing, John?
I'm doing fine. I just hung out with myself today, so you know.
Okay. All right. All right. And how are you doing, Brian?
It was a good Friday. Well, actually, that was no pun intended. It was a good Friday because work closed early at 3 o'clock, so I had 2 free hours in the afternoon.
I saw you had a really good afternoon. You filled your cart with some good mid-century stuff. Yeah.
I made good use of those 2 hours.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, if you are not following everybody here on the screen, everybody here has an Instagram account. We linked all of them down there below in the description. Make sure you're following the fellas up here that have a YouTube channel, including Bill and John. Please, we put those in the description as well. And anything else, if folks have like a whatnot, anything like that, we put that there in there. So you guys can follow them, even if you're watching this on the replay. So we're going to say hello to everybody. For those of you joining us, this is an all Christmas sale. This is something that I think we've all waited for a long time. I enjoy the fact that I have my Easter stuff out, and I'm still decking my halls. So let's get the hellos in and get moving. So hello, William. He was ready for this well on halfway through the day. So William, good to see you, our friend. Hopefully you guys are ready for some Christmas this evening. How are you, Terry? It's so good to see you. Welcome in. Good Friday and happy Merry, what did we call it? March Madness. It's, what is it? Marchmas, everybody.
Or Madmas. It's
Madmas. Okay. Our official mod and bid ender this evening is the one, the only, Karen G. Thank you again, Karen. Thank you so much. Hello, Lisa. It's good to see you here tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. Merry Christmas, everybody. Jameen, how are you? It's so good to see you. Welcome in tonight. Welcome back again. There she is from New Jersey, the one, the only Patty Rose. So good to see you. Followed by Sherry. Good to see you. Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm snapping. It's my man, Gavin of Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. If you're not following him by chance, please do. He has a really fun YouTube channel. Plays music, plays it on vinyl and on a turntable. He's also the other half of the Gillette Corporation. So please, let's show some community support and give that channel a follow. There she is, my mother, Linda. She came down today. We had our Easter dinner today. It was pizza and salads. So it was a really good, I think that was a good Easter meal for me at least. So
how traditional.
How are you, Peppermint Patty? So good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. How are you, Julie? Good to see you guys. Hello, Weirna. It's very good to see you. Let's see who else is in here. Elizabeth is in here. Good to see you, friend. Who else is here? How are you, Bug? How are you? How are you, Dawn? Good to see you. We'll say hello to everybody that we can. Hi, Aunt Kiki. It's good to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy Easter. All the above. There she is. There's our friend Cheryl. Treasures by the Sea. It's so good to see you, Cheryl. Welcome in. How are you, Sandy? Good to see you here tonight. There she is. Also a Jersey lady, the one, the only, Steel Whisper. It's so good to see you. And I think this is H. Shark? Shink?
Sure.
Am I H?
Sure.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you could help us phonetically say it. I don't want to butcher it all night, but it's very good to see you. So how are you, Philomena? Hello, hello, hello. There she is, the one, the only, Karen Kennedy. Welcome in. It is so good to see you. Followed by Chris, my broom closet, checking in all the way from Colorado. How are you? Ho, ho, ho. How are you? The one, the only, Enamor Amy. Guys, please follow her over on Instagram and here as well on YouTube. How are you, Muggsy? So good to see you here tonight. I don't need technical difficulties. My week has been stressful enough, and Tina's still doing tech stuff. So Tina says hello. I'll get with it here. Hello, Liz. Good to see you. How are you, Whistle Robin? It's so good to see you. Some new names in the chat. Welcome, everybody. We hope you're here for some fun. Let's see who else is here with us. I see Jeannie is here with us. Good to see you. Welcome in. Now we're spanning the globe because I said hello to some of our other friends. We officially got Heidi in here with us. Good to see you. Hello, Fish Mom. It's good to see you. There is our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. Welcome in, everybody. It is Heidi. Hello, Heidi. It is so good to see you. Thank you so much. Sometimes, you know, none of us want to mess up anybody's name on purpose. How are you, Deborah? It is so good to see you. Hello, Shannon. Welcome in, everybody. And I think that's going to round us out for the hellos. We'll come back and we'll catch up with any folks that we missed or come in while Bill explains how the sale is going to work. But again, please make sure you're following everybody here on the screen, whether it be their Instagram accounts or their YouTube accounts. Take it away, Bill. It's all you. It's all you, sir.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us, everyone. I know a lot of you know how the sale works, but I'm just going to go over some things pretty briefly. And if we don't cover something and you have a question and you're new to the sale, just pop it in the chat. Someone will answer it, either one of us or one of our amazing moderators or one of our frequent flyers, because we have a lot of frequent flyers here tonight. So the first thing you should know is everything happens in the chat. So you want to be in the best version of the chat possible. That means on your device, it should say live chat all messages. If it says top messages, you want to toggle out of that and change it to all messages, just in case some of the comments might get filtered when you're in top messages. The other thing about the chat is it can lag depending on your internet speed. So if you feel as though you might be a little bit behind us, if you see things happening at the chat at a different rate than we may be announcing them, you want to refresh. One thing you can do is close out your YouTube app, come back in, click on the sale and make sure the little red line is all the way over to the right. That's one way to refresh. But a more effective way is to actually use a setting. On your computer, the settings are down below us in a little gear icon called settings. And on your mobile device, if you just tap on my face gently right now, it will pull up the settings menu. It'll be a little gear icon up here. On that settings menu, you want to change it to you want to change playback speed to 2 times. And that will, if you keep it on 2x, that will help you continually keep up with the chat. You may hear us talk really quickly for a little while, but it will get you caught up to where we're at. As I always say, the chat is there for that reason. We love to chat with you. We love to learn about you. We love to learn about the things that we're talking about. So please use it. Let us know if you're here, particularly if you've maybe been in the background for a while and you've never introduced yourself. Let us know that you're here. We'd love to say hi to you. And the chat is obviously a great place to ask questions. So we have 12 rounds of items tonight. The first 10 rounds of items will be offer up style. That's auction style. We will go one by one, show you an item. We'll tell you what the price is. Jason will pin that price on the screen right where our names are now. As we're describing the item, telling you any condition issues about it, telling you anything we know about it, maybe people in the chat know something about it. We love it when people discuss the item in the chat. We'll be accepting bids in $1 increments at or above the start price. After we see a few bids come in, we will start a countdown. We're doing 20-second countdowns now. So as we're counting it down during those 20 seconds, more bids may come in if you so choose. And at the end of that countdown, the person who's selling the item will say bid end. And Karen Gillette, our official bid ender, will type the words bid end into the chat. The highest bid before that bid end claims that item. Simple as that. However, it gets a little more complicated because we know that some of you are here for a particular item. And we know, you, like us, you might do anything in order to have your best chance of getting that item. So we offer you an option for that. It's called the just-in-case option. A just-in-case bid is the maximum amount that you'd be willing to bid on an item that you really, really want. What you would do is you would type in the letters JIC with that maximum amount. And if you have the highest JIC before the bid end, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. So it's really just a way for you to maximize your chances of winning an item that you're really wanting to get. We do ask two things about using the just in case. Number one, that you be an active bidder. That means you've put at least one bid in before your use of the just in case. And number two, that your use of the just in case only happens during the countdown. If we see a just in case bid come in before the countdown starts, we won't be able to honor it. You'll need to put it again during the countdown. And we won't be able to remind you to put it in again, because when we start a countdown, we don't stop it. Barring any emergencies, we don't stop it. Barring Bill losing his power again. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we do like to remind you a few things about the items we're bringing tonight. First of all, you all know, I think, they are vintage and antique. They have had lives. We will do our best to describe the condition of them. But if you have questions about the condition or particular aspects of an item, you need to ask us while we are showing the item. Put the question in the chat and we will do our best to get you an answer to that. The other thing we like to remind you of about the items is if you do put a bid in, that bid is a promise to pay. It's a commitment to pay that item. So we hope that you follow through with that. And speaking of paying for the item, if you are new to the live sales, first of all, the purchase price does not include shipping. So shipping is additional. We will generate a shipping quote for you using an online service called Pirate Ship, which allows resellers like us to get deep discounts for shipping. And we will send you an invoice via email. Now, all four of us use PayPal to do that. Brian also uses Venmo. You can use Venmo to check out through PayPal. The thing we like to remind people about PayPal is it provides protection for both you and us when the transaction goes through PayPal, just in case something happens with the shipping or the purchase or the item. So PayPal is, for some of us, the only form of payment, and for most of us, the preferred form of payment. And again, remember, you can use your Venmo account to check out through PayPal. You do not need a PayPal account in order to check out through PayPal. All you need to do is click on the link that we email you, and you can choose your method of payment, including checking out as a guest. What else do I want to say? I think I actually covered it all. What we're going to do now is we're going to go around real quickly.
We still need to show them what we need from them to email us. What information?
Well, we're going to go around real quickly and tell you where we're shipping from, and whatever our sort of rules are for shipping. And that has to do with, in order for us to generate you a shipping invoice, we need some information from you. We need your email. We need your shipping address. We need your YouTube name and your real name. Those 4 pieces of information. You can actually take a screenshot of it right now. You can email all 4 of us in one email and pre-register with us, and then we'll have your information in case we need it. So I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill, if you don't know me. I ship from northern New Jersey, and I ship to the US and Canada only. I will be sending out invoices for anything that gets claimed by midnight tomorrow night. So you can expect an invoice by midnight tomorrow night. John? I'm John from Everyday Holiday Displays. I ship out of Chicago, Illinois. I will start invoicing tomorrow. It may take me through the weekend because I had another sale earlier this week. And you will always get a message from me when your invoice is ready, so you know that it's ready.
I'm Brian. I ship from New York. With the Easter holiday, it might take me into Monday or into Tuesday to get you an invoice. I'm going to start doing some tomorrow. Some of these are smaller items, so they'll be quicker to pack up. If you want to have an open box, if you're a frequent buyer from me, just let me know. That's completely fine as well. Since these are Christmas items, I imagine you're not putting them up anytime soon. So open boxes for me are fine. And like Bill said, I take PayPal or Venmo.
All right. I'm Jason from Other Tuckers. I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all of my invoicing on Saturdays. So I actually package the items and then we generate the invoice. So that means if you bought from Monday's sale or Wednesday's sale, you have an open box. If I can combine it safely, I will. I own a brick and mortar in central Pennsylvania. I offer free pickup at that brick and mortar. If that's something you guys want to take advantage of, please communicate that in the email. We will just invoice you for the item, not shipping, and then we'll communicate via email when and how you want to pick it up at the shop, okay? Again, guys, sorry that we got an early start. If you're just joining us, I had a few technical difficulties. I think we're back on track. So now we can get the sale started. Again, Karen G is our official mod and bid ender tonight. We also have other mods in the chat like Amy and Tina and things like that that will assist us to answer the questions. I want to quickly say hello to some folks that joined us. Then we'll get the sale underway. Hello, Pat Robinson. It's always so good to see you. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. Hello, Helen of the New England Thrifter. Gang, please make sure you're following her. She has a fun channel here on YouTube. Hello, Muppets. It's so good to see you. Some new names tonight. I'm really anxious to get to know some of you folks. Hello, Steph. Please follow her. She has a fun channel here on YouTube as well. Welcome, sir. How are you, Soulmate? Please follow him and Katie Vintage and Vinyl. They have fun jewelry sales every single Saturday night here on YouTube. Let's see who else is in here. Hello, Jennifer. And Jennifer, thank you so much for the kind comment. We do our best to make sure everybody understands what's going on over here. So thank you. That is such a sweet compliment. And let's see, who else did I see or did I miss? And gang, if I forget you, it's never intentional. It's only because of the way the chat moves. So hello, I think it's Al Howard. It's so good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. And I think those were all the new folks that I saw pop in. Nope, I knew I saw you, Liz. I was watching my phone. Good to see you, Liz. Follow her over on Instagram. She's fun for decorating. Hello, Marcia. It's so good to see you. Welcome all of our friends from Instagram over here. I knew I saw you, Mary. Good to see you. Hello, Wings. It's such a great community that you guys come on over here with us. We're so honored that you're here. Hello, how are you, Patricia? And I think that was everybody. So let's get this sale started. I know you guys are here for some Christmas, and we're here for it too. So we're going to get Bill over here. We'll start out with Bill. Then we will go John, Brian, and then me. All right, sir.
$16. And I'm going to start out with a great little ornament, which I just recently picked up. He was going to go into my collection, but I'm like, oh, we're about to have a sale. So I can't help myself when I see this particular face. I love it. Look at the nose on this little guy. He's got this big belly. So this is obviously a little Japan snowman ornament. It still has its little hanger with one of those millinery noses, but it's just, it goes on forever. On a satin ball, which is really nice. It's a white satin ball, but it has some silver strings on the outside, if it can focus. Let me see if I can get some black behind it.
See a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super shiny and good. The ornament is 4 inches tall. He's wearing a little black hat, as you can see, and it's got this great foil mistletoe.
Holly.
No, holly and berry on the side. I got to get back into my Christmas vocabulary. And one of my favorite features of the Snow People is that he's wearing earmuffs, which I think is super cute, and these really interesting little arm pegs that they've got on either side of them. Now you can see the one condition issue that I think is worth pointing out, which is this little piece of discoloration down there. That's just a little fuzz on his suit. And it's like a little tuxedo suit with a bow tie. How cute is that?
He's got like a little vest that he's wearing.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. And I love these little divots or little triangles cut out of the eyes just to give it a little bit of interest and dimension. Some nice eyebrows, but really in good condition. Another little mark there. Super fun. It's a flocked head on a satin ball body. And as I said, 4 inches tall.
So good.
And I'm going to set the pace tonight. So we already have a bid. So I'm going to start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, you can throw a bid in there. Active bidders can use just in case. Right now, we're looking for 16 or more, 17 or more, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. What did I start that bid end at?
I think you started at 15.
Yeah. So much for me setting down the hard and fast rules and then breaking it.
Bill, we're all friends here. It's just fine. We're all friends here.
I didn't even notice, so it's, you know.
I noticed it when I said 7 because I'm like, how am I at 7 already? All right. Thank you for the bid and one of many tonight, Karen. So Amy, congratulations. It's coming to you for $19.
All right,
Jason,
John.
this is going to start at 28.
Got it.
So I have a pair of the mini Napco Christmas figurines. These are candle holders. They're Mr. and Mrs. Claus, as you can see. Super cute. The little spaghetti. I love the spaghetti, the mint kind of colored spaghetti on these. They both have their Napco wear stickers on the back. On the bottom, one says made in Taiwan. The other one says made in Taiwan, Republic of China. I did some looking about that a few weeks ago. And that was a very interesting history lesson for myself. If you're familiar with these at all, they often have a little bit of a break, but it's not a condition thing. That's just how they applied the green spaghetti on these. The Santa is 2.25 inches high by 1.25 inches wide. And the Mrs. Claus is a little bit shorter. She is 2 inches high by 1.5 inches wide. These would take kind of the birthday candle size candles. So they're not like, because of their size, mini, the candles they take are also a little mini. For me, these are very nostalgic because these are the collection that we gifted my mom when we were young as kids. We do our usual kind of Christmas and other holidays because Napco also made angels in this size. And so for every kind of occasion, we would, get some money together. We go up to the little gift store in our town and we pick out something for my mom. So these always bring back that bit of nostalgia for me. And I think they're super cute. They come in a different, they're like little choir people, snow people, and they have the Mr. and Mrs. Claus figures. They have the kissing ones. So yeah, there's a whole set of these that you might be able to collect. These are popping up a little more frequently than they used to. I think we're in a new phase of items showing up from other people's collections, and these are one of those things that are starting to show up a little bit more. Higher price points on these sometimes though than you might expect, which is
I remember these remember those school fairs they had right before Christmas where it was like a gift fair and you could go to school and buy gifts for your family. I remember things like this being sold at those.
You had a fancier gift thing than we did. We had like erasers and like notepads. And
yeah, we did.
No. It was like an outside company that came in.
Yeah. We didn't have. I think it was an outside company for us too, but we didn't have kitschy ceramics and things to go, which I would have loved that. I don't see an interest on these. I'll put these aside because I do want to keep it moving and turn it over to Brian.
Jason, $12 start bid for choice. I have 2 packages of a mid-century style plastic made for Woolworth, Woolco, mid-century ornaments. 4, they're in the package. Each package does have one little spot where there's a hole. So there's one here on this one, and then there is one here. So if you have guilt about opening things, you could feel maybe a little less guilty that there is already a hole in each one. But these are fun ornaments. I'll zoom in on them. Other than what I just mentioned, the packages are essentially the same. These are 3D plastic ornaments. You could put a hook as on the top here. So this is an owl with an angel inside, a traditional mid-century kind of ball ornament with bells, and more like a teardrop with, I think that's a butterfly, and then the really quintessential style mid-century ornament here, like the starburst. So just looking for $12, and the ornaments themselves are about 2.5 to 3 inches tall, all in good shape. They originally were sold for 72 cents at Woolworths, and these were made in Hong Kong.
You have Jennifer in at 12.
Thank you for your bid, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
No, Bug's in at 13.
Thank you. Yeah, the packages, I mean, there's a little bit of browning at the top, but it's not too bad. Staples are pretty secure. The staples are not rusted on these, as sometimes happens. I actually have some of these loose. I got these all together. I put the loose ones out, and I'm one of those people, I have a really hard time opening old packages, so I couldn't bring myself to open these to put with my set, so I figured I would pass them on. Not to say
I love that advertising. I love the cardboard.
Yeah, that's what's always hard, but not to say anybody can't open them, of course.
Don't want the stars on the cellophane are cool.
Yeah, yep. Backside. So let's go ahead. We will get this counted down. Again, this is for choice, and I think you're
currently at 13, looking for 14.
Looking for 14. Thank you so much. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 14 or the bid end.
Jennifer's in at 14.
Jennifer, thank you for 14. Appreciate that. Jennifer, I see you're just in case of 17. And there's the bid end. You didn't need it. So Jennifer, you get first choice of 14, whether you'd want one or both. Again, they're pretty much the same. One has a little bit of a opening at the red ornament here. And then this one has an opening near the green, if that helps distinguish them for you in any way.
Could you imagine a whole tree decorated with these?
I've never seen these before. These are great.
I haven't either.
That was sort of my intent at one point, and it didn't materialize.
She'll pick one. Either one is fine. And I think there was a second bidder, right, John?
There was.
Yep, Bug.
Bug, okay. So Bug, just let Brian know if you'd like the other one for your bid.
Thank you both for bidding.
All right, while we're waiting for that to go in, I'll just start my next round, and we'll circle back to Jason when he joins us. They've been having a little bit of problem with their internet tonight. No big deal. We're going to keep going. But I have a few sort of still in package, some that were used, some that haven't been used, Christmas items tonight. And the first one is this really cool, with a font that I love, Noel set.
Sorry, Bill. Is there a way to put yourself? You can't put yourself full screen.
No, we're going to have to. Brian's going to stay big. Brian's going to stay big. So I'll do my best to hold this up nice and to the screen.
Just look that way. Look over there.
So this is a ceramic composite material. So it's like the thing that a lot of those carolers are made out of. It is highly glittered, as you can see on... And it's starting at $25. So if anyone's interested, that's the start price. So just trying to get used to not having Jason here. But it's pretty spectacular. I just love, as I said before, the font. And this is a candle holder. So there are 2 areas for candles. And it's got quite a bit of nice decoration down at the bottom, sort of in a gold and red motif. Now, as I said, it is a composite material. So in terms of condition, it's in good condition. But over time, a lot of the bases of composite pieces, thank you, Karen, a lot of bases of composite pieces do start to get a little bit of cracking in them. And that one has it. It's not structural crack. It's just kind of like where the material is separating from one another. But it's super, super cool. It is a size. It is 9 inches from side to side, and it's 4 inches from top to bottom. Again, it does come in. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
How'd that happen? That's cool. Jason's working behind the scenes, I think. I think he can do it behind the scenes. So, oh, the whole town internet went out. Sounds like my life.
Oh my gosh, really?
Well, they'll get it restored quickly. He lives in, no, he doesn't. He lives in the middle of nowhere like me. All right, so there he is.
Oh, no.
Keep going, Bill. Just keep going, Bill.
So the only other thing I would point out is it has been used. So there is some residue of wax. I spent a bit of time cleaning it up, but you can see a little bit of residue of wax. But I think it's super cool just based on this font. I just love the font of the Noel.
Hey, Bill, I don't know if you remember, I sold a different one of these at our similar one at one of our sales last year, but it was painted different. So I think they must paint different styles and stuff. Someone could do a whole collection of them.
Yeah, it's really neat. And if you don't want to mess with a Noel set that's all different letters, and I do have one of those tonight too, this is nice to put out in your display because it's just one piece. You don't have to worry about 4 separate pieces. But as I said before, I am going to start countdowns when I see a bid. So we do have a bid of 25. If anyone else is interested, we're looking for 26 or more on this really beautiful mid-century composite material Noel candle holder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Thank you, fellas, for bearing with us. We had high winds here in Pennsylvania today, and I think it affected the internet locally. So we did sort of hotspot on our phone. So thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dee. This is coming to you.
All right, guys, my first item is going to start at $25, and it's actually what I found this week. I was going to keep it, but I decided I'm going to share it because I think he's really unique. So he is a little Holt Howard guy. He is a little fabric kind of fellow. I think he actually is a styrofoam body, and then he's covered in this little lame suit. Now, he has his little original bottle brush tree, and like I said, he's this cute little Holt Howard guy, and he actually does stand on his own. So there's your little Holt Howard sticker. And he kind of one-foots it. He one-foots it a little bit. At least that's the way I kind of displayed him for the reel. And then he has his little bottle brush tray. So I just think he's really, really cute. Thank you, Wings. I see you in at 25. He is a decent sized little guy. He's about 5 inches tall by about 5.5. You can see there might be slight little discoloration to the yarn on his face, but he is just this kitschy, cute little Santa. And apparently some folks messaged me and told me they know of other ones that are different colored, like that are red and things like that. So you can see that he actually has the big chunky mica glitter on his tree. But when you flip him around here, he actually has little mercury balls in the tree. And the tree is original to him. So we're looking for 26 or more. And again, he has these little felt hands, these little hand nubbins, and then that hand there holds the tree. And again, he's in really good condition. Have any of you fellas ever seen one of these before?
I have not.
I mean,
nope.
And if there's any issue, I would just say some of the lame is a little frayed, you know, just a little bit. But other than that, he's in really good condition. And he kind of, like I said, he kind of stands on one foot. And then if you balance the tree, he will stand beautifully for you. So we are in at 25 with Wings. I'm just double checking my phone. We're looking for, I'm sorry, Wings is in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more on, and I believe this is a later Holt Howard, like the 1960s. So let's go ahead and
I just want to answer a question.
Yes.
What is on the tree is mica glitter. Yes.
Yes, it is that thicker. Well, I don't know that I want to, well, it is that thicker 1960s glitter, as you guys can see. And what's really neat is that, sorry, I feel like I'm moving too fast because I'm messed up with the internet. You can see it has the mercury balls on it as well. So it is a really kind of higher end piece of kitsch, you know, just for being the little styrofoam covered fella. And he is like flocked, like the face is flocked and the nose is styrofoam. No major condition issues to report. It's just, you know, what he's made of. He's kind of like the little pixie elves. It kind of does fray after time. So we're looking for 27 or more. Let's go ahead and count him down. We are doing just in case for active bidders from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And thank you, fellas, for bearing with us. So sorry for those technical difficulties. Yeah. It's been a week. It's been a week. Thank you, Wings, for your just in case. Naomi, I see your just in case. There's the bid end. Thank you, Karen G. So, Wings, it's coming to you for $34. Thank you so much. All right, John.
Start of 32, Jason. So okay. I have a Rosbro Santa and Deer set. Very familiar with some of the Rosbro pieces. These come in a variety of different styles. You might have seen the Santa and a sleigh before as a candy container. This is also was sold with what you're seeing here, which is 2 deer on this sort of like thicker cardboard base. The deer are kind of like attached through it. Santa, I believe, is glued to the base. You can see the base has a little bit of wear to it, some discoloration over the years, but the reins, the ribbon reins are original. These little plastic clips are original. The only thing that's kind of missing that I could tell from the ones I could find online that have been sold in past years, there sometimes you'll see, and it's very rare to find it, there's a little chenille kind of wreath that goes around the deer's neck, and then they have a little bell. So that's the difference on this one. They're also come in different sets of deer. Some have 8 reindeer, and then one even had a Rudolph, but this is the one with just the 2 deer. There is some discoloration from where the glue has aged over the years. You can kind of see it in there in the inside of that one. And then on the deer themselves, where the 2 pieces were attached, because they were separate pieces and they glued together. So yeah, it's a very interesting piece. There was another one that I saw was by Miller Electric that looks very similar, but they it came with a base. Like they had like a little cloud and mica, speaking of mica base, that then you could lift the cloud piece up in the front, and then it was lit underneath. You put a little like corded light basically, and then it lit the whole thing up. So I don't know, it's really difficult to understand how these were sold. If they were sold, I don't know if they were even sold with candy. I think they sold them as something that you would then fill with candy. I don't know if the candy came with them. And it was interesting that they actually glued them, or glued Santa at least, to the set. Like I said, you've probably seen just the deer sold by themselves, and I have some of the Santas on the sleigh. But this is a unique piece in the fact that it's all kind of one piece, and it's a nice display piece for a tabletop or centerpiece or mantle.
What's cool about that, John, I don't know if you realize the Santa is the same mold as the one that holds the colorful ones that hold the tools.
Oh yeah, so that's the other thing too. He may, I don't think he's, yeah, so some I saw, it's again, because there's no, it's hard. I found one that had a box, but the box was like nothing. It didn't say anything on it. Sometimes I've seen them with like a bottle brush tree, but someone could have just added that. Sometimes Santa had a little sprig or something. I don't know if that's original. What I do know from the one that I saw that looked like it was complete, it just had that one little chenille little wreath around its neck. But I don't see an interest on this, and that's fine. This will come back in the recap. I do want to keep things moving. So over to you, Brian.
Okay, I'm going to bring a glass ornament, and it is going to start, Jason, at $18.
Wait, Brian, we got a bid here. Hold on. Wings is in at 32, John.
So we're looking for 33 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for 33 or more. The bid in from Karen Gillette. Thank you so much, Karen, for being a bid under this evening. We really appreciate that help.
There we go.
And there it is. You didn't need your just in case, so that's coming for 32. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Yeah, so starting at $18.
You got it, Brian.
And I have this Italian glass ornament. I do not know the maker. The top part, though, does say made in Italy, just on the tiny cap here. Let me zoom in so you can see your face. I don't think this is if you say Di Carlini, if that's how you say it. I think, it looked like it could possibly be one, but their bodies are just a little different. But I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. It does have a little bit of wear on the bottom. But if you set that on a table, obviously you're not going to see that. She's got pink hair, which is really great. It's like, soft material. You can brush it a little bit if you want to. Some mica in the front here, and then just a simple ribbon around the base. And she measures 3.75 inches tall.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Then Heidi, you ended up getting that blue one from us. I had two of the same style ornaments, Brian, with blue hair. Yes. And she was just saying she got the blue one at Mother Tucker's. So that's why she's bidding on your pink one. That's so fun.
I realized this little string comes off. It's just attached to the top of the ornament there, the metal piece. But yeah, really good shape overall. Again, minus the wear, but it doesn't feel like it's in danger necessarily of chipping further than what it is. Otherwise, I didn't really see any damage to it. I don't know if I showed the back here. Sorry about that. I should have done that.
Love these.
Marty, see you at 20. Thank you. It's really just a fun piece overall. I wish I was able to identify it. Maybe it's an unknown brand. Maybe somebody knows who the brand is. But since we've got a few bids coming in, let's go ahead. We'll get the countdown started so we keep things moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're looking for a bid of 23 or the bid end. Thank you both for your bids. I really appreciate it. I see the just in case of 31. Thank you so much. Just in case of 33. And there's the bid end. So I believe this is going to H. Shirk for 33.
You got it. No, for 32. For 32.
32, sorry. Yes. Yep. Thank you.
For 32.
Thank you so much, everybody, for your bids. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hello, Dusty Moose. I think I missed you earlier. Hello, it's good to see you. I have choice on Annalise. I couldn't find them during the Christmas season, but I found them now. So it's just $10 choice. So $10, and this is your first one. This is a pretty large one. It's a pretty big little boy or girl in their little Christmas jammies. They have their holly in their hair. They actually have their original tag, and this large one here is from 1992. So from 1992, it measures about 7 inches tall by about 12 inches wide. So just $10 if anybody's interested. I do love these faces on them. They're so whimsical. And then again, the body is all stuffed. I'm not sure if they were holding, this guy was holding anything. I don't know if he would have, been on a sled, but these are the way I found them. So I actually had stuck like a little card in there. So I thought he could hold a greeting card, all sorts of different things. So I see you, Verlaine. You're the first one in at 10. Thank you so much. Then I have Mrs. Claus, and she is from 1989. She has her original tag. It's right here. It's from 1989, and it seems to be that commemorative series where they commemorate, the ones from the 60s. So she is in very good condition. She has her little muff, no rips, no tears, maybe a little discoloration here or there on the bottom, but she's really good. 7.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So she'll be your second choice. Again, no major condition issues to point out. Then your fourth one is going to be the little crazy-haired Carol guy. And I don't know if I'm just putting out, I don't know if they're missing anything or maybe he was holding sheet music. But like I said, this is the way I found him. And he is from 1993. Oh, and I actually have for each of them their original Anna Lee bags. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a big selling point, but I will make sure each one of these gets its original bag, and the bags have the date on them as well. So, and he measures 7.5 by about 5. Last but not least, I have the big Mrs. Claus right here. She has just a slight condition issue. She has a little splitting right there to her hand, but she's in a little pink apron, and she has one tiny little spot. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show it. One little spot right here on the back. I didn't try to remove anything, and she measures 14 inches tall by 8 inches wide. So outside of that with her hand, which actually you could bend that to close that, she's in very good condition. So Karen is in at 12. We're looking for 13. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. You can take a variation or just one or two. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, and it'll be really easy. It'll be caroler, big Mrs. Claus, little Mrs. Claus, or boy. We'll just call that one boy. So Karen, I see you're just in case. I don't know if you're going to need it. There's the bid end. So Miss Karen, you get first choice at $12. Verlaine, you'll have backup at 10, but Karen, you get first choice. So let me know if you want boy, big Mrs. Claus, small Mrs. Claus, or caroler. And again, I have all the bags for them. Noelle, your 22 did come in after the bid end. They're all yours, Karen. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
I am shocked that Karen took all of those, Anna Lee.
I'm too.
Shocked. All right, I'm going to bring one of my lovely ladies for the evening. This lady is going to start at $42. If anyone is interested, I have this gorgeous little angel who's in really, really good condition. She is the mid-size of the pink feathered angels. There's little baby ones that they call party favors, and then there's really large ones as well. This pink angel is 5.5 inches tall. She does have a made in Japan sticker in her. Whether or not she's actual Holt Howard or the head is just a Holt Howard head, I don't know because I don't have any more information about her. But she's spectacular because she has a lot of her original features. She has her little mercury glass bead hands. They're both still there. She has a little mercury glass bead on her necklace. She has her original wand with the star. And as you can see, she has a big poinsettia and 2 holly and berry details. Her wings are also in really good condition. You can see a little thinning up here, but there aren't any tears. And with this stocking sort of material, they do get teared a lot, and they're glittered. I think you can see how nicely they're glittered as well. So she's really, really spectacular. Her head is in great condition. And because I've owned these before, her feathers are, I mean, I don't even need to tell you. You can see how fantastic they are. They're just really full. There's not really many missing at all. She's just spectacular. She's in really good condition. And for me, and I don't like to say hard to find. For me, this size is the hardest one for me to find. I mean, I can find 6 of the larger ones before I can find one of these mid-size ones. So if you're looking for just one, she's a great size. I didn't even tell you what the size, did I? She is 5.5 inches tall. So she fits really nice into a collection. Yeah, I mean, the pink feathers are amazing. I agree, Amy. They're just really, really good. And the way that these particular feathers just kind of curl up on both sides when you look at her, I can't say enough about her. She's great. I'm going to start a countdown because I see that there's a bunch of interest. So if you are interested, now is the time to get your bid in or your just in case in. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So good. I wonder what William was here for today.
I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Well, congratulations, William. She is yours for $63. I appreciate everyone in their bids. Thank you so much.
Jason, starting at $14. So I have some advertising and ephemera in my sale this evening, like I typically would. And this time I have a issue of Wee Wisdom from December 1960. As you can see, Santa is in space. It's a pretty special one. I've sold this particular issue one other time. And so when I found another one, I knew I had to bring it to the sale. These are about 7 by 11 in size. Overall good condition for its age. There is some overall, I would say, like browning to this. You can see it more on the back, and you can see some spotting on the back here. Wings, I see it at 14, looking for 15 or more, but who cares about the back? There's a little bit of spotting right here along the edge of the spine, but again, an overall great condition. One thing that we've also often noticed with the Wee Wisdoms, Jennifer, I see it at 15, looking for 16 or more, is they often have a crease in the center because of the way they were mailed. You can see that crease on the back a little bit more, but on the front, I don't see it at all. I actually don't even feel one, which is very unusual for the Wee Wisdoms. If you're familiar with Wee Wisdom, Susan, I see you in 18, looking for 19 or more. This is a more religious children's magazine, so there are secular stories, but then there are also activities and songs and stories inside that are more religious nature. In this one, there's a song called Sleep Baby Jesus, in addition some other, like I said, secular stories. So looking for 19 or more. This is December 1960. I love this one also because, and every time I sell it, I'm like, why am I selling this? Because there's this great little Christmas postman story and image inside. And my brother's a postal worker, and I just love doing displays around postal stuff. So that's great for Christmas too. Liz, I see you at 19, looking for 20 or more. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Remember, just in case is in effect for active bidders. So you want to put that in once I start that countdown if you want to try to get this item. 20 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 20 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Wings Veritas. I don't know how to say that. Why do I know how to say that?
We just say wings.
Wings, just in case of 50. Jennifer, I see you're 20. Susan, I see you're just in case of 28. So Wings, this is coming to you for 29, if I've done that correctly. Thank you so much.
You got it. All right, Brian.
Okay, I'm gonna get crazy here for a second, and we're gonna do choice for $38 start bid.
Okay.
And I'm bringing, if you're familiar with these, I'm bringing the Merry Miracles. So it's for choice. We have a snowman here, and then we have the poinsettia girl. They are both in very good condition. No condition issues that I'm seeing. They are about 4.25 inches tall. The Santa's just a little bit shorter than her. With these Merry Miracles, the faces were painted by hand. So sometimes the eyes are different sizes, not like necessarily the pupils are different sizes, but the blue area is different sizes. And this one in particular, she's got very large, big blue eyes. And these are all plastic. They were made in Hong Kong, and plastic hang tags. And as you can see, they have the Merry Miracles sticker on them. Sorry about that. At least this one does. I should say this one does not have it, but this is a Merry Miracle as well.
These are so fun.
If you can kind of hear the tapping, it is a hollow plastic. These are all joined together, solid though. You could actually stand them on the bases. They stand fine on their own. Patty, I see you at 38. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So again, this is for choice of the Merry Miracles. If these are your kind of thing, if you like anthropomorphic figures, these are from the 60s. I believe they're the mid 60s, from what my research has told me. Somewhere around 1965, actually dead on middle of the 60s is what I've seen. I'll just do one more quick close up. They have the fun headpiece here. That's a little blurry, sorry. They have their wisps of arms, and she's got like 3 arms on either side. That's how they were made. Obviously, the poinsettia pieces are the dress. She's just kind of like a fashion model. And then the Marty, I see you at 40. Thank you very much. These are plastic cords as well, if I didn't mention that already. And he's just got the fun sizes of the balls to make the whole body. These are 3D, of course. Maybe a little bit of whoever didn't carry the smile over. I just noticed that, but you can see that he's kind of got a smirk, maybe more than a smile on this one. Jennifer Hansen, I see you at 41. Thank you so much. Since again, this is for choice. Since we got bids coming in, let's go ahead. We'll get the countdown started. You can use just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're looking for 42 or the bid end. I apologize. I don't think I showed the bottom, but they're just pretty basic on the underside. This one has the Hong Kong as well. Marty, I see you're just in case of 52. This also says Hong Kong 2 at the bottom. And there's the bid end. So I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. Marty.
Marcha.
Sorry about that. It looks like you're high bidder for 42 of choice.
You got it. Gosh, these are even better in person. The camera's not doing them justice.
I know. It's not quite doing it, but it's all good.
She wants poinsettia.
Okay, poinsettia girl. And then Jennifer, if you're interested in the snowman, let me know.
And if she passes, it'll go back to Patty Rose at your start bid of 38 then, Brian.
Okay.
We'll just wait a second here and see if she claims. Again, guys, thank you all for joining us this evening. Happy Good Friday. She says pass, so it'll be Patty for 38 if she's interested. So Patty, if you're interested in the snowman at the start bid of 38, he could be yours. So welcome to our Christmas sale. I think we need to make this an annual tradition, fellas. I think we need to do it every year. So Patty, if you're interested, you could have the snowman for 38, and I'm going to get myself started. We'll just watch that chat. $10 choice. $10 choice, guys, okay? And there is a few condition issues to these, okay? Although when you find these teardrop ornaments, I tell you guys pick them up because people really like them. They're really collectible, and they are not easy to find, okay? So for the glass, there's no issues to the glass on Santa here, but we do have a little bit of paint wear, okay? So there is a little bit of paint wear. These are the teardrop. They sold them in sets of 4. I think one was an angel, one was Santa, one was a elf, and one was a snowman.
Snowman.
Yep. So I have 3 of them for you to choose from tonight. So Susan's the first one in at 10. Thank you so much. No breaks to the glass. Has its original top on it because I have a set of these and my top is the same. It's a little bigger than the glass. Okay. So they measure just about roughly about 5.5 inches. Okay. So that's going to be your first one is Santa. And what they did was inside the little teardrop, those are little plastic faces. Okay. So Bugs is the first one in. And like I showed you, there is some paint issues here that you can see. There we go. I want to make sure I'm fully transparent. You can see a little bit of paint issues on the back of him. Okay. So that's your Santa. Now, I had to actually clean him up. Poor guy looked like he had a nosebleed in the reel, but he had some schmutz on his face. And that is just the way they painted like the blush on his cheeks. Okay. They got a little sloppy at the factory on him. But there was actually a little bit of the red from Santa was on him. So I cleaned that off today. He does have a little break here on the tip, but at least he's still present. So again, these are very collectible. There is some slight paint issues to them, but they don't come around that often. And he still comes in right around the 5-inch mark. Last but not least, we have the snowman. And there is a little discoloration to the silver here. As you can see, I got a feeling these were stored in a damp basement or something, but he is still there. And each one still has its felt little scarf. So they have, it's almost where the kitsch kind of crossed over, you know, where it went from the glass ornaments to where they started integrating these plastic pieces, blow mold pieces, and some of the felt. So, but they got some good things going for them. They still have their little original hangers. They're still there intact and no breakage to the glass. Okay. 5 inches on them is about what they measure. So Naomi is in at 15 on choice. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. If you take all 3, the only thing you need yet is to find the angel. So thank you for everybody's bids. Right now we're at 20 with Whistle Robin. Counting it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Technology hates me this week. Now my camera won't focus, but that's okay. Susan is in just in case of 25. Cheryl has it just in case of 50. I see your bid of 22, Whistle Robin, right before that bid end. So it looks like for 26, Cheryl, congrats. You get first choice. Susan, you'll have backup. We'll just call them by who they are. Let me know if you want Snowman, Pixie. Okay, it would be Snowman, Elf, or Santa. Snowman, Elf, or Santa. So one of those 3. So you get first choice at 26. Susan, you will have backup. I need to go back up here and make sure. Then it would be Whistle Robin in at 22. But we'll just wait to hear from Cheryl. She wants them all. They're all yours, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And congratulations, guys. All righty, Bill.
So, Brian, did you get that Patty Rose wanted? Okay. And if you need the information about that, I have the information you need.
Fantastic. Thank you, Patty. I didn't want to interrupt Jason. That's really sweet of you. So thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I have a big piece right now, so I want to get out of the way, and I can't not have some plastic fantastic when I come to a sale, and I have a mighty big piece of new old stock right now. Jason, this is going to start at $22 if anyone is interested. It is this amazing flocked harp, and it is a card holder as well. So there's a space in here behind the green to hold your Christmas cards for that year. It has never been out of its package. It is a piece by Reliance, made in British Hong Kong, still in its original package. So good. All ideas of where you should hang it in your home, because we need those ideas, right? And it's in great condition. It is in the package, but I would point out there are these gold balls on it, which because of the age, they have lost paint, even though they're still in you can see a little bit of the paint loss up here, but they're still in good condition. One of the balls has fallen off its little stem. So if you decide to open the package, all you need to do is reinsert it on its stem. I actually tried to wiggle it up and put it on, but I didn't want to rip the plastic. It is a card holder, Shannon. So it is a wall hanging. It's a red flocked harp. Hopefully it's coming across. The plastic does. It's got a plastic bow on it. It's 3-dimensional. It's got 2 flourishes with some gold balls and pine cones, plastic pine cones on it. But this green part down here with the plastic Merry Christmas and the 2 poinsettias is a receptacle to hold your Christmas cards. Can you see that? There's a space there to hold your Christmas cards. Yes, it's a harp card holder.
My God,
or a lyre. Yes, it could be a lyre.
That's crazy in such a good way.
If you guys collect angels or choir boys, couldn't you imagine, Bill, like a scene of them around this and then filling it with those kinds of cards?
It's crazy, right? Look at how big it is. I wrote it down. It's 22 inches long.
And I cut you off. I'm sorry. You were going to say something.
It's 22 inches long.
22
I
inches.
don't remember what I was going to say.
Okay. All right. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brian. I cut you off too.
If you like Plastic Fantastic or you like Flocked, I mean, just look how nice the back is. Not that you're going to display the back.
I mean, there is like, and I'm a fan of keeping things in their original packaging. There's no reason to keep this in its original packaging. I think this deserves to be freed and used, like Jason said, for a display or to use it for the cards that you get. I also think I'm a big collector of old Christmas cards, and I think if you collect those themes of the choir people or the angels, that's a great way to display these along with that.
Or your space Santas, you know, whatever it is that you collect.
Your Merry Miracles, you know.
Don't hate on my space Santas now.
Super, super good. So I'm going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in on this. We're looking for 23 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love this color green too. I love when the flocking is that color green. So good. There is the bid end. So Robin, congratulations. This is yours.
It's all right.
Jason, $18 start, please.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a sale without a piece of pottery. Oh, wait, that's Bill's line. But I brought a piece of pottery. For those of you who aren't necessarily ready to buy Christmas items, I thought bringing a piece of pottery that could use all year long, but particularly during the holiday season, I think this would be great. This is a pretty hefty one. It is 9 1/4 inches long, 6 1/4 inches in width, and then it's 4 1/4 inches high. So it's a pretty good size. It's got this nice pedestal kind of feature to it and this kind of swirl design. I like how the edge of this has that almost like a frosted green, which again, I think works really nicely during the winter time. It reminds me of kind of that winter green, you know, a little bit of snow on that on top. But again, I think all year round, this is great for plants or any number of other things you want to do with it. I'd wanted to show it in my reel with some red Christmas balls. I think if you just have some, you know, just some plain bulbs around, I think that's great. All of my stuff is basically in storage, and so I couldn't find them to decorate them. But it is some Plastic Fantastic, and Plastic Fantastic looks great in this too. So you can use it for utility, for something obviously, you know, geared for a plant, or just for some direct decorative purposes. But that's a really nice. There's no marking. I don't know who made this. It's just a really nice piece of oval pottery.
Bill's now plotting your death, John, and now he's going to tell us who made it. He's going to tell us who made it.
No,
I have it too, and I'm not sure.
I was going to ask you, and I thought you might have said if you knew when you saw it originally. So
I tried to find out. I don't. It's a US. It's one of the Ohio USA potteries. I don't know which one.
Whistle Robin, I see you in at 18, looking for 19 or more. Again, it's a great size. No issues to note. I mean, there's a little bit of it probably could use a little bit of a cleaning, and I see a couple of scratches, but I don't know if that might just come out. But again, it's, you know, it is what it is. The only other thing to note, I think there's like a little, where I'm not going to find it now. There was a tiny little dot underneath the glaze that was a darker mark, but nothing that really warrants a real call out, but I felt that I needed to say it. Whistle Robin, I see you in at 19. I don't know why you came in at 19 because you already had it at 18, but we'll go ahead and start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So Robin's in at 20, so looking for 21 or more, or that bid end from Karen Gillette. This is green. I don't know if there's something else that looked blue at some point, but it's a lighter kind of green. at the top. Whistle Robin, I see you're just in case of 22. And there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Whistle Robin for 21. This is coming to you. Didn't think we'd have two Robins bidding on the same item. But
Robin. It is. So it's a fight to the end. All right, sir.
Okay. I'm kind of stepping into John's territory here with my next item, which is $20 start bid.
Okay.
But I have an old department store sign from Christmas, unused stock. It says gifts to ring in holiday cheer. It is the same on both sides. I believe this was a counter card type of store display. I think there's no perforation, but it's supposed to fold over, I believe, on this bottom line here and somehow hook in with this other little piece right there. I received it flat. It's never been folded before. I do want to point out, let me give you that measurements first. That would be helpful. Sorry about that. It is 8 inches tall and 7.75 inches wide. Over here, there is some very light pink. I think it's coming through. I'm assuming that is from when they were probably printed, and the one next to it maybe just wasn't fully dry and it rubbed up against it a little bit. But since you have two sides, you do have one that doesn't have that. There is a little vein, if I can get it in the light, little right there. Kind of like happens on packaging and other things like that, but it's not all that noticeable. This is all glitter. It's kind of fine glitter, and it doesn't seem like it's going to come off. There we go. That's a little bit sparkle now. It's definitely like on there. It's not. However they did it. It's more adhered than some other items that have glitter of their age. So just a fun piece. It is a bell, kind of mid-century style bell.
That'll glow, Brian.
I was just gonna say, I bet you it glows.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh, it glue. It was glowing all the way through the other side. That was glowing. I mean, it burnt. It actually probably burned the cardboard. It's glowing.
Oh, it's going all the way through. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see it.
That's really neat.
The reverse glow.
That's like disco.
If you guys had like a revolving black light behind that, that would be so fun.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, John. You think however many times we test things, right?
No, because I've sold similar signs before. I have some from for Valentine's Day that had the similar, like a red and the pink and the orange, and those glue those glowed. I'm making up my own words tonight. Clearly I am having some issues. So I thought that was going to. Yeah,
thank you. It doesn't seem like I'm going to try all the other ones I have that I was telling you about. It doesn't seem like we've got any interest, so we will keep it moving along.
I blame myself for the problems we're having tonight. I blame myself.
No, I'm more than willing to blame you, Jason.
All right, guys, $25 choice. And I have choice on these little ceramic made in Japan angels, okay? They made these, or should I say their underdress in different colors. I have two of them that are in blue and one of them is in green. They also made them in different sizes. These are the little smaller ones. These are like new old stock. The paint is in such good shape. So 5.5 inches tall. This is your first little girl to choose from. Thank you, William. I see you in at 25. She's holding her little present. No issues at all. Her presents have a faint little line, so it's getting washed out. It's a little like almost mint green line there, and then you have the gold line right there. So again, she is in really good condition. I love those eyelashes. They did make larger ones, and the cold paint, like I said, is tremendous, okay? These aren't quite spaghetti. They're more like the sugared texture, okay, where all the ermine would be or all the fur would be on the jacket is that textured sugaring, okay? So there's the one with the present. That'll be your first choice. Your second choice is going to be the little girl here with the candy cane. Now, she has the mint green base, and these do match like your Lefton Shopper girls, your Napco Shopper girls. Not sure who made them. They're each marked with a sloppy stamped Japan on the bottom. So this will be your second choice. We're looking for 26 or more. And again, they're 5.5 inches tall. No damage to report on any of them. I love the cute little cheeks on them. Look at the gold on those wings. And I kind of love these because the wings are very offset. So they're not like the full wings on the back that you sometimes see. Then your third choice, It's going to be the cute little angel girl. She has her wreath. Again, that green is the green that matches some of the other accents on the other angels. So again, 2 of these have the blue undercoat. One has the green undercoat. To my understanding, they made different colors, so you could, find another one with a wreath that has a green undercoat, so on and so forth. And again, we have no cold paint issues whatsoever. So, and like I said, each one is stamped Japan on the bottom, 5.5 inches tall. So I'll show them to you again really quick. Again, I love those little faces. So, and they do make different sizes. So you have the wreath to choose from. You had the candy cane girl to choose from. And again, in like new condition, thank you so much, Jill. I see you're 26, 5.5 inches tall. Like I say, they're these cute little ones. So if you do a display and you need some small ones to kind of round out the like high school portrait, you got the big and tall ones in the back, you put the small ones in the front. And again, I just want to show you, you do have the green detail right there. So, and she has the blue undercoat. So we're going to go ahead and do a countdown on these. Thank you guys so much for your interest. We're looking for 27 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think these are just so cute. And I think there are 1 or 2, maybe they did 6 different ones. 6 different ones. I'm not too sure. There is our bid end. I got you, William, in at 40 with your just in case. So Jill at 26. That means 27, sir. You get first choice. We're going to call it by what they're holding. So this one will be gift. And then we have candy cane. This is wreath. And then we have candy cane. So you can pick whichever variation of the little girls that you want. And that will be at 27 each, William. Okay, they're all 3 yours. Ladies, you're staying together. They're very happy. Thank you, guys. And Jill, thank you for your bids. All right, Bill.
$80, Jason. And I brought some glass as well. Glass that can be used during Christmas or winter time. I love some really beautiful mid-century clear glass that looks like solid ice. And that's what this candle holder looks like to me. It's gorgeous. I love it. It is 4.25 inches tall, and this is actually the right size. The candle hole is up here at the top, and as you can see, it is a beautiful piece of Blanco glass. It has a lot of like icy texture to it below the surface of the glass. There's like a lot of variation in the way this is a hand-blown piece. So it just looks like it's something that got frozen. You can even see a couple air bubbles, which is typical of Blanco glass, underneath the texture of this piece. It is a nice solid piece. And of course, because they're candle holders, you need 2 of them. So this is for the pair. The sticker on the second one is there. It's not as vibrant as the Blanco sticker on the first one, but it's a beautiful pair of Blanco candle holders. And when you have candle holders, you need some candles to go in them. And I have something pretty spectacular tonight. I have 2 11.5-inch lucite candles in blue with silver speckles in the center. And I just want to give you all a close-up. If you're used to looking at lucite candles, we always want to look at the wicks. And as you can see, not only are the wicks original, they are still wrapped in their initial silver wrapping. And based on the position of them, it doesn't look like anyone ever bent them up.
Wow.
In order to use. I've never seen them like that, they look like they're right out of the package. So they're super good. They do still have their foil at the bottom. You see, I put some blue elastics at the bottom because they're a different hole size than the candle holders that will come with it. So this, if anyone is interested, is what you're bidding on. This beautiful winter theme, but you could use it all year long. I mean, this is also very 4th of July to me. If you put some red glass with it, super pretty. But these candles are in spectacular condition. If you're familiar with lucite candles, you know that they can get scuffed up. The clarity on these is perfect. It's really good. Yeah, they're beautiful.
I can't believe this is a combo pack for this price.
This is good.
Isn't this nice?
$40. I mean, for just
Yeah.
like even divided in half, or 80 even for the candlestick holders. Like,
yeah,
you're
these
the
are really good candlestick holders. These are really good. I mean, these Blanco pieces rival a lot of the Swedish clear glass that we know look like snowballs and icicles. It's just super, super pretty. And again, you have nice solid, these are weighty, so you don't need to worry about these tipping over. They have nice smooth bases. They're just really, really good candle holders, which you could use for lots of different purposes. In fact, if you weren't into having your lucite candles out all year and you are someone who bought into the whole orb kind of movement, you could put your orbs on top of this, your glass orbs, or so many other things you could use them for. But when I found the candle holders, I'd already had the lucite candles and was pretty much thinking I was going to keep them. But I was like, no, these need to go together because I think they just look so, so good.
So good.
Oh,
You're
so
the
there
master.
There are some orb lovers in the chat.
There are.
All right. So again, 4.5 inches tall. And then these are the 11.5. They're the tall lucite candles, 11.5.
Gorgeous.
And just
I've seen Scandinavian ones that are very similar shape. I wonder who came out with the shape first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, usually don't we give the prize to the Europeans?
We often do, yes. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. You are bidding on everything that you see here. There's no choice here. These come together. The whole kit and caboodle. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And if you haven't heard us say this before, these hair elastics are a really safe way where you don't have to put tape on the lucite candle, just to tuck it in nice and snug.
Hello, Catworm. It's been a while since I got to say that. How are you?
Thank you for the bid end, Karen. With Catworm's bid of 86, Alexis, these are yours for $87. Thank you so much.
Nice pickup.
Jason, starting at choice, starting at 15 for choice. I, of course, had to bring some vintage print ads to the sale. So I have a choice of 2. Your first choice, again, starting at 15, is a 1952 Brock's candy ad. This one measures 10 by 14. There is some minor, there's a tiny tear at the very bottom of this one. And then along the edge, there's a little bit of roughness, but nothing terrible or nothing that really takes away from it. I love this ad. I love that they have the little Santa's helpers L's with all the Christmas candy that Brock's had for that season. Santa is large and in charge at the top, and it says make it an old-fashioned candy Christmas. Wow them with wish them the best with Brock's chocolate. So that's your first choice starting at 15. The Brock's candy ad from 1952. Muggsy, I see you at 15 looking for 16 or more. And your second choice, because I love a good 7-Up ad. 7-Up did great advertising for the holidays once upon a time. This one is from 1954. This is 10 1/4 by 13 3/4. There's a little bit of handling wear at the very bottom of this one, and then a little bit of a handling or kind of crease right there. And again, it's kind of cut close to the edge, but I used it in my reel for display, and it worked rather well. This says, great days coming. The time is nigh to double and triple the family supply. A lot of the 7-Up ads from the time weren't focused on single bottles. They were trying to get you to buy the whole pack, which is normally how you buy it anyway, but they were always focused on getting ready for company coming. Bug, I see you at 16 looking for 17 or more. So again, you have 2 choices, the 7-Up ad from 1954 or the Brock's chocolate candy ad from 1952. I love the colors on this one too. The yellow's a nice kind of addition. If you got a lot of red and green going on, it's nice to have a color other than those 2 in your displays. And this works really nicely. And it's really easy to swap out if you have some basic frames, which I have basic frames from Amazon, I just swap out ads as I need to. And so you don't need to do a whole framing thing unless you really want to do a whole framing thing and get it professionally done. You can do it yourself at home. Muggsy's in at 17 looking for 18 or more. Remember, for active bidders, just in case is in effect. When I start that countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for 18 or more. The bid end from Karen Gillette on your choice of 2 vintage printheads. Mugs AC are just in case of 60. And there's a bid end. So Muggsy, you didn't need that. At 17, let me know if you wanted Brock's or 7-Up, and I will watch the comments. And then Bug, you're behind at 16 if she doesn't take both. Thank you so much.
All right, Brian.
Jason, we're going to start at 16.
You got it, sir.
Okay, I have a small elf here in a basket. We've got some, it's like a wicker basket. We've got some plastic fantastic stuff going around. I honestly do not know if it was sold this way or if somebody put it together this way. I had a couple pieces like this that were very similar, both in a wicker basket. It's kind of could go either way. If somebody did do them, they did a really good job on them. Only condition issue to note that's not coming through. It's a little darker under his chin. Initially, actually, I thought it was supposed to be like a beard or chin hair. It is a little bit of a discoloration. You can kind of see it head on. It looks like he's got like a soul patch almost for under his mouth. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not. He looks like he would have had a Japan sticker. It is not marked. The felt is in good shape. I'm not really seeing if this is underneath the hat, and as you can see, it's kind of similar to the rest of the color. So it doesn't really seem like it has had fading of the felt. Just a fun piece overall. He has one leg upwards and the other actually is like a pick and it's going down into a piece of styrofoam in the bottom of the basket. So you could technically change some of this around a little bit. I think it's all stuck in there, but it's a pretty good job however they did it. Whether it was made by a store or somebody put it together. I got 3 of these. I kept one. They were all a little bit different, but similar theme. And I don't know if I said it, he is 6.25 inches tall. Really pretty clean overall. I don't know, possibly there's a sticker on the bottom of a foot or something that says made in Japan, but I wasn't going to pull it out. Everything is stuck in there and I don't want to mess with it at all. It's got a pom-pom. Yeah, white pom-pom at the end. It's not really too aged. Really just other than the chin issue, pretty clean and in good shape. It's got velvet ribbon here. I think everything else is plastic. That plastic fantastic stuff.
I love old school arrangements like that. The fact that somebody purchased that or made that or kept that together for all these years.
He's just hanging out, getting a little mischief going on. It doesn't look like we've got interest, so we'll bring it back.
All right. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here tonight. If you are not following everybody on the screen, please do so. We made it really easy. We put all their Instagram links down below. We got Robin. Please follow the fellas that have YouTube channels. We put all those links in as well. And we'll turn it back over here to you, Brian.
Okay, we'll do a quick countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 17 or the bid end. Otherwise, it's going to Robin. Thank you for your bid, Robin. Appreciate it.
There's your bid end.
All right. This is coming to you, Robin. Thank you.
All right. And hello, Kim. Hello, Desert Gal. Welcome in. My next round, I'm going Christmas. I mean, I'm going like glass. This is my least like full-on Christmas piece of the evening. So it started at $40. If you guys know your Ellie Smith pieces, your Moon and Star pieces, you know that when it comes to the different colors, to find the full-on ruby that they did is a little more difficult. They always seem to have done that in more limited runs. They would dial back the cadmium in it, and then it was really, really bright ruby red. So I always hold on to these pieces when I find them because I don't find them often. I hang on to them until Christmas time because I think they're great statement pieces in your Christmas decor. They're great if you collect red. They are also great in your 4th of July displays. So this is the middle-sized covered candy dish. These pieces are notorious for having chips on them. There are absolutely no chips on any one of those points or arches. And again, this is one of the larger ones, okay? So I'll put it back together. I will explain to you guys again that the full-on ruby ones are a little harder to find. There is some cadmium in it, but when it glows, it's going to be very, very hard to find it. It was very less concentrated. And if you're looking for, you're going to have to look more in like the little crevices around like the top part here where my finger is. Maybe a little bit in the moon and star part, but it's not going to glow as much as like what they always called their persimmon or their amberina, okay? So this is your full-on ruby red in very good condition, no chips, no cracks. It seemed that when they did the ruby red, it seems to me they started to perfect their mold a little bit better, and it seems to be more of a thicker glass, so those tips have less of chipping. If you guys get like the earlier moon and star from like the earlier 60s, that seemed to chip as they got to the later 60s into the 70s. It seems like it's more like Viking feeling and things. And if you guys know, L.E. Smith never made their own glass. It was basically a glass company that would get molds and then contract other glass companies. So it's rumored in the Moon and Star community that pieces like this, Viking quite possibly could have made. So that's why these pieces might look more like the red of Viking, or the blues might look more like Blue Neek, because L.E. Smith did not make their glass. They actually contracted companies to produce it. Then they put their stickers on it and then sold it. That's why you can find like pieces of Fayette glass and things like that that are L.E. Smith. So the
Jason,
yeah.
There's a question about the date. When was this?
Date. I would say that this is probably between 65 and 75, 1965 and 1975. That would be my best guess because of the ruby. It seemed like that they started going back to more amberina pieces later in the 70s and some of it before that. So I would say that this glass, no flea bites at all. It's pretty doggone perfect. There are no chips. And the way this piece feels, it's very soft. It feels like Viking glass. And when they're made of this style of glass, thank you, Mary, it's less likely to chip. It's like a hardier piece. So there are no chips. There are no issues at all to any of those little tips on here. Very good condition. The only thing was, whoever had this before, they didn't dust that often. So I actually had to get a toothpick into some of the moon and star pieces to get it out. But there's no major scratches. This mold on this one barely even has any straw marks on it. Like what I always love finding the ruby pieces because they seem to be of the higher quality when it comes to the moon and star. And it's actually a little better than when they even made it in the 80s. There was that sweet spot. If you guys collect moon and star, you know what I'm talking about. There was a sweet spot where it was like a decade and a half where it was probably the best era that they were making it. And again, they never truly made it. Like there was no like L.E. Smith factory. It was always contracted out. So it's rumored that these errors could have been made by Viking or New Martinsville, same company. So, and again, this is the larger one. It measures 7 by 7. And again, no chips, no cracks. You actually could have gotten a larger one or a smaller one. So let's go ahead and count it down. We have Whistle Robin in at 44. So we're looking for 45 or more in very good condition. The covered candy dish made by L.E. Smith in the Moon and Star, ruby red, 20, 19. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Steele. L.G. Wright was the one that created it at the turn of the century, and then the mold got passed around. And actually, there's rumored that the people that still make it today are related to L.G. Wright. So if you guys want more, go on their website. There's a Moon and Star collector's site. There's forums. There's a whole big history behind this pattern in the glass company. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much. Mary had a 70. Peppermint Patty came in with a just in case. So Peppermint Patty for 71. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$50, Jason. And I have my second lady of the evening. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I have 1 or 2 holiday planters. And so I don't let them go lightly, but The other thing I didn't do well last year was catalog which ones I already had. So I brought her home one day and realized I already had her. There are a couple of variations of this NAPCO Shopper Girl planter, and this is the large size one. This is the 7.5 inch one. This is the one who's shopping and has bought her wreath, her candy cane, and the large long gift. And I've always wanted to know what was in that box, but I have some thoughts, but I don't know. She's in really, really good condition. The red, green, and gold on her is cold paint, and there are just little specks here and there, tiny little specks that are missing. I would call them like pinpoints. They're just so small. And she sort of has like a modified spaghetti around her. It's more of like a textured fur kind of than actual spaghetti, but I've been over it multiple times. It's in really good condition. There's nothing I would report with it. And these NAPCO girls have really sweet faces, sweet little lips. Her wings are in great condition. She's clean on the inside. She's just really, really beautiful with the blue dress underneath, very similar to the blue dress of the little girls that Jason brought earlier. And she is 1958, if I didn't say, NAPCO, and she has all of her credentials on the bottom.
I think they think it's a swung vase in that big long box that she has.
Oh, is that what it is? It's a bittersweet. She bought a bittersweet for me, and she's going to bring it.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's really funny. That is a good box of swung vase.
I think they're boots.
Really?
Loose like candles and candle holders.
I think it's lingerie, if you ask me.
I thought it was celery.
I'm thinking lingerie.
Yeah, the colors are really good, Gavin. She's got really good coloring. This series is such a beautiful series to have. I enjoy them. And they also come, I don't know if the larger ones come in figurines. I don't know if the larger ones are just planters, but there are smaller ones that are figurines. And it's just a fun thing to collect. But if you have lots of planters, you want to take pictures of them and keep them in your phone so you don't bring extra ones home. I'm always thinking about vegetables, Steele. I love them. I'm a veggie guy. I love them. Or yes, a bottle of wine. It could be a bottle of wine as well.
Sure. And lingerie. That's what I'm thinking.
Lingerie.
Wow. Okay. It's good. Jason, it's Good Friday.
I'll say a couple Hail Marys. I'll be good by the morning bell.
It's celery, Jason.
Sure, it's celery.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to bid, or put a just in case in if you already have a bid in. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
My guess, I think it's a metal Zeppelin toy for her son.
Oh.
She's an angel.
Very specific.
Angels can't have sons?
I don't know. Can they? Where do Cupids come from?
Boy, this conversation is really getting deep.
Wow. All right, let's move it along. There's the bid end. So, William, congratulations with your just in case. She is yours for $54.
$22 start, Jason. I love these sales because you get to discover the things that we personally collect. Bill has the planters. I love this particular face of these sort of elf pixie ornaments. As you can see, it is an ornament. It has its original hang tag. It is marked Japan on the bottom. It has a little Japan sticker. I just love the goofy faces on these. So I have one of these myself. So I have an extra that I brought to the sale. There is some fading, as you can see, to the green hat. It was probably more like the green that's on his little costume right there. But they're just funny little fellas. The face is kind of a stockinette nylon, stretched nylon over that face. The hat actually has some filling to it. I don't know if you can hear that. Something's inside that, kind of holding it up. The arms are movable, so you can pose him how you want to pose him. The little pom-pom nose that's kind of what I could see as original. It's more of an orangey red than a red on these. There's also a little bit of glitter on the top, kind of gold glitter around the rim of the hat. He measures 8.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide.
God, I love him. Oh, Bill, is he part of that series? Well, Bill's gone. Is he part of that one series like the Merry Mistletoe? That series of the... Is he part of that?
I am not. I don't like. I don't know. There's something about this face that just gets me every time.
It's oh my God, the name of the company.
What is the company?
Was it went out of my head?
Was it Herman Pecker that made that? No, no, different company.
It's similar. It's like a similar name to that, though.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible. They made the They made the figures with the masks too.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I just thought that he may have went with them.
But it's funny that Bill was talking about making sure you've got like photos of things that you have, because similar to these, it can get a little confusing because the colors are often similar, but the outfits are slightly different. So it's one of those things. Holiday fair.
Yes.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy.
$22 start on this. I don't see any interest on this, and I will put it to the side and turn it over to Brian.
Okay. Jason, my next item is $24.
Okay.
And it's 39 to 40 inches tall, so it is big. I have a very, very large stocking here.
Oh my! Wow!
Over 3 feet tall. I do want to note. So it can be ironed. I did not iron it because I figured if it is sold, I'm going to have to fold it up anyway and ship it. So it can be ironed. I do want to zoom in here. You could see the edges of the stars are coming up in a lot of places. They could be put back downward if you have just the smidge of glue. I think it's probably the way they were applied. They may not have put too much glue on the edges of them, and so over time, that's where they started to kind of peel away from the stocking itself. It has this massive faux fur at the top here. The back side is just completely red and basic. I'll zoom in a little bit more on the angel here. She does have some hair, felt all over, some adornments here, kind of sequins on the dress there, trim on the dress as well, and on the sleeve here. So this is massive. You need a good mantle or wall space to hang this one from. Again, it's about 39 to 40 inches tall.
My Lord, these big ones, you don't find these large ones that often at all.
This is the first time I've come across one that's this big in the wild. Again,
right, Karen. Great door stocking. Absolutely.
Zoom in. If you're crafty enough, you can tack that down with just a little smidge of glue. There might be a couple. Trying to see it. It looks like most of the points are there. There might be one that's a little worn off, but
I think we all have that closet door that we don't know what to hang on it, and I think this would look really good on that closet door.
I always thought I had a large arm span, but even it's testing my limits here.
So good.
Stitching, no holes. I haven't seen any real stains on it. I may not have been used all that much. I'm not really sure. I think just by the way a few of the creases are, it probably has been stored for a little bit of time.
Love this. So cool.
So I think we have a bid. So let's go ahead. We'll get the countdown started. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You definitely need a place for it, for sure. You need that spot given the size. So we're looking for 25 or the bid end. And you said that was Marcha?
Yep.
Thank you for your bid. This is coming to you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys, mark your calendars. Next Friday is actually the first of the month, which means the fellas will all be back over on Instagram. So we'll all be back over on Instagram, and we're doing an all flower power sale. All flower power. So stay tuned for some of our promos. That could be run the gamut. It could be like antique chintz. It could be actual flowers. It could be hippie flower, all kinds of stuff. However you want to define flower power. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. So $30, guys. He's coming out of my personal collection, okay? He has what I'm going to call condition issue. There's a little discoloration right here on his arm, okay? So also, he came unglued. So if you guys are so inclined, you could glue that. I kind of didn't because I like to readjust his feet so he can sit better. So I take it he's a little more difficult to find with the cute little bucktooth face. He is a little pixie, and he's a little rattle. So he's got the little rattle inside. So he is large. He sits 9 feet tall with his feet in like that. He still has his original Made in Japan label here on the back if my camera wants to focus. So $30 if anybody's interested. His face is made of that harder rubber. He also could be an ornament. He has a little hang tag right here, and he's just a super cute little elf. Do you guys, like Bill, do you have one of these? And I'm sure you have one of these guys in your collection, don't you? Brian, John, do you guys have one of these little fellas in your?
I don't have one of those.
I think I have one that's similar, but
tooth.
yeah, he's got like a more of a chiseled jaw than the one I have.
He's got sort of hazel eyes, which is what I love. And in certain lights, that comes out almost like a blue. So he's just this super cute little guy. Of course, everything else is made of felt, as you guys can see. It's all in very good condition. There's very little fading. The only issue is there is that little dark line right there. And under normal light, you don't see. And he has his little feet tucked up. And actually, I'm selling him for what I paid for him about a few years ago when I added him to my collection. So I know these go up and down in price. And he is one of the larger ones that you just don't often see available. And like I said, his body is that music, that little, noisemaker in there on the inside. So it's like a cardboard cylinder, and I kind of like it because it helps him sit. So that's not really a bad condition issue. It just needs reattached. So kind of like when Brian was showing, the stars, he came unglued from there. Like I said, I never felt the need to glue him back on. But if you want to cover that up, it's as easy as a little dab of glue. So if you want his legs out, since that's missing, you could, have his legs come out. And he is just a super cute little guy, especially since he's the little noisemaker. I just love him. And the way he sits at 9 inches tall. So felt body. He has his original little plastic hanger. So he could hang as an ornament if you'd like him to. And again, the face is this super cute little bucktooth little fella. He's just so happy that Christmas time is coming in 8 months? 8 months, Christmas time is coming. And I just think he'd be super great. He could be your king pixie in your little pixie display. He could be the big guy in the back. I'm not seeing any interest on him. He's $30 if anybody's interested. I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to do an interest countdown. If anybody's interested in him, I'll do a quick countdown. You can put in a bid. We're going to try this real quick. We'll go 10, we'll go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If anyone was interested, he is $30, and he is he's the 9-inch, not 6-inch. He's the 9-inch tall little pixie. So thank you guys for humoring me. That I've been trying to think about a different way. I see some channels do that, and no one was interested. So we will move it on over to you, Bill.
So I see that conversation about the different decades, and we are a group of kids from the 70s up here on the screen, and Gen Xers didn't used to be cool. We still are.
Yes.
We still are the best generation.
Right. We are. We were
$52, Jason, and I have another glass round. And you would think with the amount of Fenton that Jason and I bring to sales that we have a contract with Fenton to sell their glass for them, but we don't. We just love it. I have a beautiful little 4.5-inch Fenton fairy lamp in a gorgeous sort of winter Christmas themed pattern called the Golden Pine Cone. It's in fantastic condition. Just in case anyone's going to ask, it's not custard glass, so there is not a glow, but it is super, super pretty. And for those of you who saw the last video I did at the Amazing Glass Place, and if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. You saw that there were a bunch of different coordinating pieces with this. I didn't show this one in the video because I already had it up at the cash register. But you saw all the other pieces that came along with it, and there were quite a few. So it is off-white. I would say it's a creamy white. It's not pink. But there is some beautiful sort of, I would call that like a cranberry color almost. There's a really beautiful painted detail around the top, 2 gold bands with a cranberry band in the middle. And again, this is all hand painted by someone, Bryan, S-B-R-Y-A-N. And thanks to Gavin at Grady Grupo, we can now look up all of these artists and know when they were active for Fenton. But it's really beautiful. It's got these berries, sort of a 2-tone gold pine cone all around it. Then this flourish here with some leaves, super, super pretty. And then just a little berry sprig around the back if you wanted a little bit something more simple. There is both a Fenton stamp and the impression, the oval impression in the middle. Yeah, it's right there. You're just catching it. Super good condition. You know, probably the only thing I'd point out is on this one foot, there's a little scuff. There are no chips. There are no cracks. It's just a nice little solid Fenton fairy lamp, but it is not pink. If it's coming across as pink, it's definitely like a creamy white color. You all know I'm color challenged, right? But it is a creamy white color. Super, super pretty.
And are those gold pine cones on there, Bill?
Yeah, they are. There are 3 of them.
Okay.
Give me a close up.
And those are kind of holly berries maybe on there too.
Oh, there, you can see them really nicely there, right?
Yeah, you can see
gorgeous.
And you can see the 2-tone, like the matte gold and then the glossy gold on top. Really, really pretty. You can see the gold detail around the cranberry flourishes here. Really pretty. Yeah, it is unusual. It's really nice to have. But I'm going to let the guys go and bring this back at the recap so someone might want to think about it.
All right.
Jason, a choice round starting at $12. Of course, I had to bring some glitter plaques to this live Christmas sale. Unlike Brian and Jason's round, though, these are smaller. Oh, Patty's in at 42.
It was 52, Patty. So if you, yep, she got it. All right, I'll do a quick countdown for anybody else who's interested. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I just saw somebody find the same pattern on one of their shop with me's, and I can't remember.
It was me, Jason.
Was it you? Yeah. Did you find more than one piece of this? No, because you said.
No, I didn't. I found like 5 pieces of it, but not the fairyland. I mean, okay. I found the fairyland, but I put this up at the register. It wasn't in my video.
Somebody else found the same pattern, and it wasn't you. It wasn't you, but I can't remember who. I swear, I'll prove it to you. You'll give me a week. I'll get it to you. So
I give you 2 days. That's all you get. 2 days.
Oof. I'm thinking it was Michael Todd. I think it was the Cult of Vintage.
He probably went to the same place I went after I was there.
So start at $12 choice. Glitter plaques, unlike Brian and Jason's round where they had larger items, these are the mini glitter plaques. They do these for a couple of holidays. Christmas is one of them. So I have the trees. The trees measure 11 inches long by 6 inches wide. No issues to note on these. Sometimes the tips go missing. Sometimes there's fading. The color is very good on these. And I have 3 of them. I have 3 of the trees. So again, your choice starting at 12. You can choose any number of these. And as you can see, why they're called glitter plaques, they really put the glitter on these. So that's your first choice, any number of the 3 trees. And then I also have the mini wreaths. These measure 8 inches long by 6 inches wide, and I have 2 of those. Again, a lot of glitter on these. I love these especially because they use the blue and the green plastic to make these. And I think that's just a nice little touch to get a little more like color and dimension for holidays. Mary, I see you at 12 looking for 13 or more. Again, I have, and then I see Liz at 13, so looking for 14 or more. Patty, I see you, or Peppermint Patty. Jennifer, I see you at 13 looking for 14 or more. Robin, I saw your 13 as well. So currently we're at, Robin came, oh wait, we have Liz currently at 13 looking for 14 or more. So I have 2 of the wreaths, again, no issues. These are made by Cage were made by Cage in Manchester, Connecticut. They no longer make these. Robin, I see your 14. Then Jennifer, Peppermint Patty, I see your 14. Again, these are on choice, 5 total, 3 trees. The trees, again, I just covered up my notes. The trees are 11 inches long by 6. They're all basically the same. They're all in great condition, great color, like I said. So we're at 14 with Robin looking for 15 or more. Remember, just in case is in effect, if you're interested for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for 15 or more. The bid end from Karen Gillette.
I never see these small ones, John. You're so fortunate.
They're my favorite just because they're easier to store and you can do fun things with like alternating them, how you display them. Liz, I see you're just in case of 17. Robin has a just in case of 31. So Robin, for 18, let me know if you wanted any of the wreaths or any of the trees. So you have 3 trees to choose from or 2 wreaths. Normally I'd say, let me just watch the comments, but I'm going to take a second just to get this right. So Robin, again, for 18, let me know if you wanted wreaths or trees and how many.
And just to help you, John, then you'll have Liz and then you'll have Peppermint Patty.
Okay.
Should be your next one then after if Liz doesn't, if it gets back that far.
So Dusty Moose, Jason kept his Easter decorations up through Christmas, so it's not weird.
So I have 1 tree left. So Liz at 17, let me know if you wanted the remaining tree. And then if, okay, great, perfect. Thank you so much, all.
All right, I'll get you going here, Brian.
Okay, $20.
Okay.
And I have this very, very large, 13-inch tall, made in Japan, kind of caroler, snow girl, or whatever you want to call her. She has eyelashes for days. She's made of styrofoam and then felt. The body is styrofoam here, made in Japan sticker there. Like I said, 13 inches tall to the top of her hat. She is definitely large. She is in very good condition. The face and the body are flocked. Again, styrofoam. This is fabric. It is stuffed on the inside and it holds its shape very well. This was from my own collection and it just wasn't quite fitting in with a good spot with everything I have. So I figured let's give her a new home. Very clean. The front of the dress has a couple of pom-poms on it. It's supposed to be like fur. Just a fun piece. Not quite in the, obviously the elf pixie category, but would mix in well with any of those type of made in Japan figures. Very clean, very good condition overall.
Surprisingly, really, these big flocked figures are so hard to find and to find in good condition.
Yeah, she's in good shape. She's really not worn. Whistle Robin, I see you at 20. Thank you very much. Her hair is in good shape, clean. You can see it's very blonde. It's not dulled with age. Even when I found this, I've had it in my collection for a couple of years, but when I found it, I was pretty surprised of the condition it was in. Sometimes people have like stuff, you're like, oh, your stuff's all dirty. And then there's like, they got that one thing that's somehow not dirty, right? When you're out. I feel like this was, if I'm remembering, this was the one thing from that one seller.
So good.
What am I saying? Brian is not, I am a child of the 70s. I was born in 1973. Believe it or not.
Lashes. I love those lashes.
Yeah, the lashes. I mean, and she's actually got, I think it's coming through. She does have freckles here, and those are, I was gonna say they're not really indents. They're kind of like it almost feels like it's pen, but I think it's something else than pen, but almost like someone took a ballpoint pen and just kind of did it, but it was more, it is something other than pen. But we'll go ahead, we'll get the countdown started. Thank you, Whistle Robin, again for your bid. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 21 or the bid end.
Bill, I say we move into Dusty storage units. She says that they're full of Christmas. And then during the other 6 months, then John and Brian could move in to her storage units. Do you guys want to split it up like that? Is that okay? Or
I mean, is there AC and running water? And I'm not signing up for something unless I know I need creature comforts. I love Christmas, but I need some creature comforts.
Thank you very much. What's in the storage units? I mean, if you're taking all the Christmas, like what are you leaving John and I?
Well, no, we're not going to take it. We're just going to go hang out in
hang out in it. Okay.
Yes. And my camera's acting wonky. So I have up next, I have a set of Holt Howard camel candlestick holders. Before I share with you guys the price, I gave these the once over completely and nitpicked them to death, okay? So I want you to see what I'm calling condition issues, okay, before I tell you the price. So the person I bought these from was not fully transparent. There is a little repair to the tip of that camel's ear. So you can see the little line right there. Underneath the ring light, you can see that there's a little repair to the tip of the camel's ear, okay? I didn't notice it until I had it under my ring lights. There's also a little piece of the 1 mercury ball here on his rein that is busted, okay? So there is that little mercury ball that's busted. Other than that, he is in very good condition. This one has no condition issues except there's a few pieces of the back tassels that are the foil that are missing, okay? So there are some here on the back. But other than that, that's the only things that I could find with these. These are kind of hard to find. And the set of them is going to start at just $65 if anybody's interested, okay? So these were sold in sets, so you could get the little candlesticks, and then they have a little planter. They have a planter that you can get to go with it, and the planter is a larger scale than these. So again, what makes these so kind of on the harder side to find is a lot of times the mercury balls and this little poof of fur is usually missing on them. The first set that I ever had in my collection was missing. A lot of times these other foil details are missing. These actually have felt, foil, and then back here behind the little star, that's actually little bottle brush tree parts that they have in there, okay? So they are little candlestick holders. There is some wax residue in there. They are from 1960. They do have their original Holt Howard sticker on the back, and you'll get the set of them. So I'm not breaking them up. You get the set, and they measure, where in the hell are my measurements? Okay, 5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So there is your first one. Again, the only condition issue on him is he's missing a little bit of foil right here on the back. You can see those little tassels hanging down, okay? Thank you. KB was the first one in at 65. I have Catworm. Thank you so much, in at 70. And then this little guy, he has a very, very good repair to the ear. So let's see if we can show it to you again. But the little tip was taken off, and then part of his little mercury ball is broken in half. So, I mean, if you were so inclined, thank you, Small, I see you're 71, you could probably remove that. If you wanted to take it apart, you could. I would leave it as is, but you could probably replace that little mercury ball if it bothered you that much, or you could remove one of them if it bothered you that much. But his foil is in almost perfect condition. If I can get in, you can see that the foil's even detailed with little green accents. Like, they really went all out with these, and it's amazing when you find these that so much of this stayed. So it's the felt little blanket that covers him, and then you can see there is some of the details. There's these little green flowers on top of the foil, and there's minimal crazing. All of the other gold paint and all the other gold details are in superb condition, and both of them have their Holt Howard sticker, and they're both marked 1960. So again, if you guys enjoy this collection, you already have half of it. You know, you have the candlesticks. All you have to do is find a planter, and you have the full set. They weren't you can make a set. They were sold separately. So you would buy the planter separate from the candlestick holder. So, and if you guys have the wise men that are Holt Howard, these look fantastic with it. And then if you even have, if you have like the nativity, what were you going to say, Brian?
I was like, I got one wise man. That's it.
I mean, if you have like the nativity and you have the Holt Howard wise men with this, I mean, then you get the larger one. I mean, it is a spectacular, just ceramics. It amazes me that in the 60s, they even created these things. They're so good. So I see all the bids. Thank you so much. We're in at 71. I did disclose the condition issues. We're going to go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 72 or more, and the countdown is 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Stick around, gang. Once we're done with our 10 bid rounds, we still have 2 rounds of quick claims, and they're all going to be secret. Nobody previewed, at least I don't think anybody previewed their quick claims. So it'll all be a surprise for everybody. I see KB, I see Smalls. Thank you guys so much. Right before that bid ends. So KB had a just in case of 89. Smalls had a just in case of 95. So for $90, Smalls, congratulations. They're yours. All right, Bill.
Were our quick claims supposed to be secret?
They don't have to be. Mine were secret. I
previewed them.
Oh, I didn't.
All right. So just to, there are 2 reference books for Holt Howard. This is the first one, and it's still available. It's not the first one. It's the second one. It's still available on Amazon. And about the last quarter of it is Holt Howard Christmas. So it's more than just the Christmas. There also is a Christmas book, and that's the one William is referring to. It's exceedingly hard to find. You will expect to at least pay triple digits for it. I don't have a copy. I think Jason has one. I don't have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
it's lost in the abyss of my house somewhere, but it's here on the property.
Every time I go to Jason's house, I tell him I'm going to the bathroom, but I'm actually going through his stash to try to find the Holt Howard book, but I can't find it.
It's here. It's here.
All right. This is going to start for $48, and it is my second inbox Noel for the evening. And this is the one where each of the letters is its own ceramic piece. And as you can see, the N would hold 2 candles, and the other 3 pieces hold 1 candle each. These are just marked made in Japan. This is a second set for me. My other set also does not have the manufacturer. A lot of times these are Lipper and Mann, but I don't know. These are in really great condition, just minimal cold paint loss on each of the letters. No problem with the ceramics. And if you're not familiar with these, a lot of them, I have a few of these as well. A lot of them can be hung. They have the ability to hang them. As you can see, there's the blue and white Japan mark. So the N is in really good condition. And I love this one with the bells and the holly and the candles and the candy canes. They're really fun. A lot of these are in all green. So it's fun to have a white set to sort of offset the ones that typically are all green or all red. This is the O, also in really great condition. And these are all about 3 inches tall. 3 inches tall. The box is 12 inches long. The E.
So good.
And the L. Yeah, they're really good. They're really fun.
And it's the twofer. They're not only figures, but like you said, they can be hung on the walls, wall pockets.
Yep, yep. And you could put in the, I mean, the areas for the candle are not deep in this set. In other sets, they're quite deep, and you can put picks in them. But these you could display on a surface, or you could have them hanging on a wall. I don't ever know if I'm doing this right, so it's probably going to say Leon, just so you know, because I always do it wrong.
It's not like that's planned or anything.
Is it right? Is it right?
Yes, it's right.
Yeah. So there it is. Really, really good. And it's very graphic. Look how graphic all of these like colors and all of the different objects are in it. Super, super fun.
Your E's moving, just so you know.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
And if I did break anything tonight, I have a second set, so I would happily swap it out so somebody else could have a complete set. Yeah, the Noels just find me. I don't know. And you could just put no out if you wanted. Or if your name was Elaine, you could just put your initials out if you wanted. But it's super fun, super fun. I love Noel sets. I know other people who have massive collections of them. I aspire to be like them someday.
Oh, I feel the hatred. I feel the hatred in his voice when he says, folks have more than me.
Well, some people do. It's like, I think there are 2 people in the world right now who have more than me.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, feel free to put in a just in case if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Well, the Noels have their own display case.
Karen, it's not me. Karen's
Well, you need to do a series and call it like the Noel Hunter and just film yourself hunting for all these Noels and bringing them back to your collection.
Well, I know someone who might be in the chat right now who definitely has like 10 times more than I do. So, yeah. So, thank you all for your bids. Thank you all for your bids. Lisa, I'm sorry your 80 came in right afterwards. So, Steele, with your just in case of 72, this set is yours for 71. And by the way, I know I showed it at the beginning, you're getting a great box too.
Those boxes are fun.
I love the boxes.
It's a twofer.
I thought it was too early for the Great Noel Wars to begin again, but I guess March 29th is the start date for 2024. If we all remember last year's rivalry. This is going to start at $22, Jason. I have a Parma snow person planter. This measures 5.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. No real condition issues to note. There's a little bit of green paint. Where's the right here on the very edge of the sleeve right there. And then some overall very fine crazing to the white parts. As you might have seen, there's remnants of what seems to be maybe the floral foam, but it's more waxy than that. I took some of it out. There's some around the rim that I was able to get out. I didn't get all the way in there, but that can be removable. I just didn't want to play too much with it. Again, this is by Parma AAI Japan. A605 is the planter product number on this one. You can see where the Parma sticker used to be. It's just the remnants of the back of the sticker right now. But just a sweet little smiley snow person. I love the fact that it's got the green kind of coat on instead of kind of the opposite of the red and the green. I like the contrast here on this one. Parma is my second favorite planter maker. Relpo has my heart, but I love the Parma Santa planter. That's my favorite Santa planter, in case you're all keeping count. I have no dog in the Noel fight, but I will talk about planters. $22 start.
Gosh, I love him. And I don't see this one that often. Did they make other pieces that match this planter?
I don't know their pieces. I was doing a quick little look. I don't see the snow person one very often. I see the Santa. The Santa that I love comes in different sizes. I don't know if this one comes in a larger or smaller size, because the Santa I only learned a couple months ago has a larger version. He kind of sits on he's kind of sitting in a funny kind of, because it has a lot of personality. That's why I like the snow person too. I just like the expression on it. I think they did a good job with their planters. But a $22 start. I do want to keep us moving, so I'm going to move it over to Brian.
Okay. $24 start. I have...
Oh, wait, you got a bid. Hold on, fellas. We got a weird lag tonight, so...
It's just hard to know when you're like, I felt like
I know.
I've said enough about it. Wings is in at 22, looking for 23 or more. 20, Liz is in at 23. Sorry, stop my countdown. I said I never do that. Liz is at 23, looking for 24 or more. Now I'm going to start my countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for 24 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Wings, I see, are just in case of 30. And there's a bid in, so wings for 24. This is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Brian.
Okay, we're gonna start at 20.
You got it, sir.
And I've got a mostly unopened package of mid-century angel package ties, or you could put them on like smaller feather trees. And I say mostly unopened. As you can see here on the end, there is some of the cellophane has disappeared, come loose. So again, if you're one of those people who struggles over guilt of opening things, this is on its way to being open, so you could feel less guilty about that. Was made by Dexter's. These are from Hong Kong. But if you've ever seen, get the angle, if you've ever seen this silhouette of angel, a mid-century angel, they do make it in like larger figurine sizes and other type of ornament. So they took advantage and they made all kinds of sizes. They probably scaled down the mold, if I'm guessing. And so there are, I believe, 18 in the package for use. The top of the package isn't anything all that special. There's not any exciting graphics on it. So again, you could probably open it guilt-free. Just to show the back, they have long wire strings for attaching to things. You could use them in floral arrangements, what have you, anything of that nature. The back is pretty much the same as the front in terms of the packaging. I don't know what this little, I don't know, there's a couple little tags in there. I'm not sure what they say, but all the angels are in good shape, as you can see. Different positions, but several of the same kind, but there is definitely a few different positions and styles in there.
Gosh, they made bigger ones of these. I have I think they actually made them in 3-dimensional figures as well as flat ornaments. I think mine are the flat ornaments. And these are some of the most mid-century mod faces on angels that I think I've ever seen.
You're right. I actually have some of the 3D figures, and I do have some ornaments as well. I do have both.
My gosh, this is so good. And for the crafter or for somebody who's going to do little assemblages, these are so fun.
These could stick out of hands of, figures, holding little angel figurines, what have you.
They also work in those tiny little spots on a tree. If you're somebody who likes to really fill in your Christmas tree, there's always that weird little spot that you can't get something in, and that would be, and yeah, they are plastic, right? Mary's asking. Yep.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. They are plastic. Let me give you, I didn't give a quick measurement. So they are about 1.5 inches tall each.
Yeah.
I should have said that earlier. Sorry about that. But yeah, they are plastic. They look like they're, the ones that actually are larger are either paper mache or ceramic. I've seen both, but these are plastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and these are so fun. I've never seen the small, tiny ones like this. I didn't know.
Yeah, this is the first when I came across these. I actually came across these on my way home from Virginia over Christmas holiday.
Okay.
So, yeah, but we'll keep things moving along.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. If you could put Gavin's link in there, please do. Thank you for hanging out with us, Kim Desert Gal. Please put your links in too. She's our backup mod and bid ender. She hopped in here tonight. And hello, Becky. It's so good to see you. Okay, I have a pitcher and mug set. This is going to take a collector. Collector is going to want this. There's no major condition issues, okay? I will quickly go through it, but the whole set is going to start at $165, okay? I cannot find a manufacturer to save my life, okay? But I can tell you that right now there is this exact pitcher on eBay for like $130, just a pitcher. Now, they can ask whatever they want. I'm just saying that the pitcher alone, and they don't even have a company, okay? But they all have their green rhinestone eyes. So if you guys are into the kitschy rhinestone, the cold paint is in very good condition. There is a little discoloration there on the inside, but it does not go all the way through. So the cold paint on this is in remarkable condition. You're going to get the pitcher and you're going to get the 6 mugs that go with it. So you'll get the whole set for $165, okay? I know that seems like a lot of money, but if you break it down, it does make sense for what you're getting. So the pitcher measures about 6.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide, okay? Rosy cheeks, that's all cold paint. I love this guy here because they gave him the full-on eyelashes, and you have the rhinestone eyes. Very reminiscent of the Christ figurines, if that's what you're into. I'm not saying this is Christ, though, okay? So you get the picture. Now, I'll quickly show you the mugs. And again, I know 165 seems like a lot, but I want to show you in case anybody's interested. They are the winking mugs. 2 of them have rhinestones that are slightly discolored, so they're not as dark green as the other ones, okay? But there is one of your mugs, and each mug might have just a little tiny miss of cold paint. Like there's a little miss of cold paint right there on the handle, but there's no chips, there's no cracks, and minimal crazing, okay? So each one of them is in tremendous good condition. I believe maybe they would have had a Japan sticker on the bottom of them, and each one of the mugs measures 2.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So I'm going to quickly show you each mug in case you're interested. I want you to know what you're getting. So that is your first mug. Okay, there's the front, there's the back. So 165 if anybody's interested. Here is the face of the second one. Looks like they got a little sloppy with some of the flesh tone paint down there in Santa's beard. There's the inside of that, and here is the back. There's no major cold paint issues on that one. Then here is your third one. Here is the rhinestone eye. Again, 2 of them, the rhinestone is a little discolored. I don't know if that's factory or storage. Here you can see that there is minimal cold paint issues, a little bit of overpaint. There is your inside. There's your face. I love these faces, and I love how each one is just a little bit different. This one here, you have a little overage with the cold paint, but that's under the glaze, believe it or not. That's under the glaze. I couldn't clean that off. Here he has his rhinestone eye. There you get to see just maybe a little blemish, and a lot of that, you know, when they come out of the box, they were missing some of their cold paint. So there is the inside. I have 2 more to show you. So 165, you'll get the whole entire set. There you can see they got a little sloppy with the cold paint. Some of the Santas are very eyelashed out. Some are not. But this is the full set that I got, and I do believe that they all belong to it. So you can see kind of the paint strokes. So there is that one, and then here is this one. So there that one is. And there's your inside, and here's your back. So $165. There is your cold paint issue, always around that handle. And I don't believe these were ever used. There's no staining to them. There's no major issues to them. And the only thing I can tell you is that when you hold it under the light and you nitpick it, 1 or 2 of the little rhinestone eyes may not be just as green as the rest of them. So for $165, you get 6 mugs. So you're going to get 6 mugs, and you're going to get the original picture. So you're going to get the original picture that goes with it, and I think they look really fun together, and they would look like a really fun set. You know, if you guys just wanted to keep the picture, you could sell the mugs or do whatever you want. So, and of course, these pictures are fun to use as the center of your displays. They're fun to use as vases. And again, you can see there's just a little bit of discoloration. Actually, it's the way the extra ceramic hits the light down there in the bottom. Just a little slight discoloration. We have a little tiny bit of cold paint missing under the handle right there. But overall, I'm amazed that I even found a picture set. And some of these ones bring just as much as a Holt Howard set does. So I'm not seeing any interest, and that is okay. I knew it would take a collector that was going to be interested in these, but these will come back for the recap in case somebody wants to think about it. So, all right, Bill.
So everyone, we have 2 more offer up rounds. Then we are going to do a recap. After that, we have 2 rounds of quick claims. Some items which you may not have seen if you actually looked at our previews, because they weren't all previewed. So that's exciting, isn't it? And I just wanted to take a moment to thank Karen Gillette for always being our amazing bid ender, and for Kim at Desert Gal Curios, who came in and is one of our moderators. If you're not following Kim over on Vamp, please consider doing so, Kim. If you could put your link in, that would be great. I have another piece of glass, Jason. It's going to start at 18. And it's a beautiful piece of milk glass. Again, I was trying to think for the person who didn't want Christmas in their face, but wanted a nice little piece of something that could be used at Christmas time. This is a Westmoreland piece in a really beautiful pattern that comes in some other pieces as well. This is their pedestal bowl, but there is a lower bowl without a pedestal, and there are some plates that come in this pattern. And this pattern is called Ring and Petal. And I brought it because, to me, I see a snowflake. I think it's really cool. And it didn't even occur to me when if you saw my Instagram preview, you actually saw that I previewed it in this position, because with the two petals down here, it makes little feet and allows it to sit on a surface. And I didn't have room to put this little snowman in my display, so I stuck it in here and realized it can be like a little diorama. You could change this out for the seasons, put different things in it if you wanted to display it this way. I just think it's kind of a unique way to display a piece of glass, but it's gorgeous. It's a really pretty piece of milk glass in amazing condition. It does have, you may not be able to see it, but it does have the Westmoreland WG stamp on the bottom, and it's a good size. As you can see, it's a good size, but I just love this kind of snowflake look to it. Very lacy, again, called Ring and Petal. It is 4 inches tall and 8.5 inches from side to side. Just a nice, beautiful, sturdy piece of milk glass with really nice detail on the petal. Yeah, this would be something that you'd be proud of to give as a gift. It's just a beautiful piece. Thank you, Trina, for your bid. We're getting to the end. So if you bid on sales with me before, when we get to the end, when I see a bid, I start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to put your bid in. Active bidders can use it just in case, and we'd be looking for 19 or more for this beautiful piece of Ring and Petal Westmoreland milk glass on the pedestal. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh my gosh, when I rotate it, I can see that it's actually two squares. There's a square here. You see it? And then you rotate it, there's a square there. Oh, that's pretty neat. I love geometry. I love math, Karen Gillette. I love math.
Bill, what time did you get up today? Have you been up pretty long today?
What's wrong with saying I love geometry?
I'm just it was a simple question. I just wondered if you've had a very long day out shopping.
You know, I'm going to ignore this guy right now and tell you, congratulations. This is yours for $18.
I was just trying to do some math myself, Bill, and figure out how long it's been since you've had a nap. That was all.
It's kind of like
Jason, choice starting at 12. So I like bringing ephemera to sale. These are interesting because they're not paper per se. They are embossed plastic postcards, celluloid postcards. These are by a company called Eden Plastics. The name of the postcard that they had trademarked or registered was called Post Plaques. You have a choice of two, the deer either in the purple or in kind of like a mint or winter green on the as your second choice. These measure 4 inches by 6¼ inches. They are unused. You can see on the back there's some spotting on the green one. The purple one's pretty clean there. Basically the same image in two different colors. Like I said, they are embossed, so you can kind of see they're raised and they're made out of plastic. They designed these so that they could be mailed. These were never used. They come in different styles and different images as well. But I brought the deer to the sale tonight. So again, $12 choice. Jameen, I see you in at 12 looking for 13 or more. I'm going to take a cue from Bill. I saw a bid. So now it's time to get your other bids in because I'm going to start a countdown. Right now, Bug, I see you in at 13 looking for 14 or more. Again, on choice, either the purple or the kind of winter green, nearly jadeite green deer postcards. Looking for 14 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for 14 or more. The bid end from Karen Gillette. Jameen, I see you're just in case of 20. So we'll be looking for 21 or more of that bid end. There's a bid end from Karen Gillette. Jameen for 14. Let me know if you wanted purple or green. And then behind is bug. If one is left, I'll check with you in the comments to see if you want that one. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, we're going to go with 24, Jason.
All right.
And I have a pair of candle holders, ceramic candle holders that say Merry Christmas on them, and they're supposed to be like Santa's. They got the feet here. They are made in Japan. I believe these were made in the 70s based on the style. They have decals on them here, which also is kind of indicative of that time period. Here's the top so that you could see regular size candle would go in them. Good condition overall, no chips, cracks, or breaks. A little paint loss here. You could see like when they painted these, there was a little bit of a drip. So these probably were possibly were hand done, but there is a little bit of, I'll call it sloppiness, I guess, on the back side here. On the front though, just take a look at that. That's just the glare, that's not white. Good shape overall. Sometimes on these type of pieces, the decal gets really yellowed. This has some ever slight yellowing, but it's not too far off the shade of the paint. And this one has a little spot of paint wear right in there. Also, good shape overall though. Again, on the back side, a little bit of like this drip of paint, similar to the other one. Both have their made in Japan stickers on the bottom. So looking for 24. Again, actually, I just realized that now. I think that's some wax. Sorry about that. That will probably come off. I didn't realize it was there. And you could stack them if you're so inclined and want to display them that way, or in the right order of how you would say Merry Christmas instead of reverse. You could do it that way. Or of course, just the regular way. Ceramic, kind of like ceramic is similar to a lot of the hobbyist pieces, that type of consistency on the ceramic. So just looking for 24, and they are 3.5 inches tall.
I love the script. I love the script, the way Merry and Christmas is written.
And it's got jingle bells on the letters here on both.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the eye is a jingle bell, and then there's jingle bells there.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, I just like that. I kind of like that there's no eyes.
Yep.
It's just kind of like this. It's very reminiscent of now, or more recently in the last few years. When there was like mustaches on things, it kind of has that same feel. It's the mustache only. But we can bring these back in the recap, which will be coming real soon.
All right. I have a next round. It's going to be $8 choice, $8 choice. And I know that it seems that it's very collectible to find these old black and white photos of Christmas trees and people in front of them, from back in the day. So I believe these are probably from between the 50s and the 60s. So this will be your first choice. And somebody wrote on the back what each one of them is. So this one is a teen kneeling by a Christmas tree with presents. So again, these are fun to use. They're itself. You can pretend they're your relatives if you want to. And I also love what you see in the background. So this is your first one at $8. You have the young boy kneeling, opening his presents in front of one of those spectacular trees back in the day. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but did you notice like back in the day, the trees were not symmetrical? They were just these big, crazy,
yep.
They were just all over the place. And then it seemed like each passing decade, they got more symmetrical. So this is your first choice, and it is $8, and it measures 3.5 by 2.5. So let me get in here so you guys can see this young fella.
Isn't that why they used to use so much tinsel too? They were hiding some of the imperfections and stuff.
I think you're right. And this one on the back says 1958 Christmas grow in front of tree, but it looked like it took them until May of '59 to develop this one. If my camera wants to cooperate with me, it says May of '59. So you have this young lady standing there tall and proud in front of her Christmas tree with all these great things in the background. And if my camera does not cooperate with me. So this one, these last two that I have, they're about 3.5 by 3.5. So there you go. You can see all the great Christmas presents. I wonder if she got like a bullhorn wrapped up back there for Christmas. So I think these are really fun. These are fun to mix in with your greeting cards. They're fun to just put out. And like I said, it says May of '59. So It took them almost, what, 6 months to develop the film. So there's that one. And again, these are just fun. And this one I think is my favorite because it kind of depicts the era. You have the older couple in front of probably a Catholic couple in front of the nun on the wall. And then she's super proud of her Christmas tree. Or she's just had enough of him, and that's it. So $8 if anybody's interested. And this one on the back says Mom and Pop Christmas Tree. So you can see that right there. There is a little curving to them when they're, just left out. They do curve a little bit. And again, I love these old black and whites. These are fun to decorate with. I put a few out in my decor, and I actually put these in like the hands of the Annalise. I thought that was a kind of fun idea. So you can just see all the different ornaments on the tree. I think one of them showed some glass ornaments, and he's just like, yep, okay, Merry Christmas, guys. So this one measures 3.5 by 3.5. It is a black and white. It doesn't say Kodak on the back of that one. I think one of them said Kodak. Yeah, this one says Kodak on the back of it. You can faintly see it embossed there. So here was your second choice, this young lady in front of her Christmas tree. You can see some of the great ornaments and lights on there. They really didn't even need a ton of lights. They just threw one of those strands of the big C9s on there, and they were pretty much done. Young lady. And again, I don't know who these folks are, but I still think they're fun. And then I think one of my favorite ones is this young guy right here. Then you can really see the Christmas tree skirt they used. He posed in the morning. So, and there's the Christmas tree. But I'm not seeing any interest, and that's okay. We'll bring these back during the recap, and we'll turn it over to Bill.
Okay, this is our last offer up round before the recap. And this is my first choice round of the evening, starting at $15 for choice. And I have 2 of these in 2 different figures. These are Hong Kong plastic candy containers. You have a bit.
Yeah, Bill Smalls is in. All right, Smalls, I see you for 8. Thank you so much. So I'll hold them up. Let's do a quick countdown on these, and you can pick whichever one you want. And you can use it just in case, since you're the only bidder, in case somebody else decided they might want to come back. So 9 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys are ever out and about and you see a pile of black and whites and you leaf through and you find some things that depict these, some of these go ridiculously high on eBay. I'm talking upwards of the hundreds, depending what's in the background. So just an FYI to any resellers in the chat. All right, Smalls, you just got to let me know. This one was couple. This one was girl. And then this one was boy. And I don't know that that's a boy per se. That could be a girl with short hair. So, all right, Smalls, the boy is yours. Thank you so much. Sorry about that, Bill.
It's all good. I have 2 of these candy containers that are in really good condition. These are plastic candy containers. They're each about 6 inches high, and they were made in Hong Kong. Originally would have come with candy. You could see the candy through the clear belly. For some reason, I don't know why, the torso does rotate halfway. It doesn't have a function that I can actually see because after the candy comes out of the bottom because the bottom unscrews. And the bottom then becomes a bank for the child. So super, super cool. Again, about 6 inches tall, in really good condition. I don't see any cracks or things that would be of concern. So I have the Santa holding the blue present. Super, super good. Or I have a snowman with a little black top hat and a blue scarf. Also fully functional. You can take it off. And I was thinking, if I had these in my collection, I would probably get mini Mercury ornaments and fill up his belly with those, or maybe put some garland or tinsel in there, or maybe some candy, or maybe even make them mini sort of Christmas junk jars where you put all your littles in there, or you give one to each of your grandkids and you allow them to, put things in them. Just really fun. Or they still could be used as a bank. I haven't made my speech in a long time, but if you are a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, it is fun to have a bank for your kiddos at your house. So whenever they come over, you can just pop a little lesson on savings in there. It also, I don't know, do any of you remember the B logo from Hong Kong? I seem to remember the name of that company, but I can't remember what it was. There was a plastic company that always had this B logo, and I can't remember.
Romper Room had a B logo, didn't it?
Romper Room?
Yeah, like wasn't that? That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, like they had like their buzzing bee logo.
You're right. They did. But I don't recall ever see. I wonder if it had to do with some importer. Do you know what I mean? But I don't recall.
No, there's a company with the name with that logo. I just can't off the top of my head remember it because they made a lot of Christmas stuff, and I feel like that name just came up in a couple sales ago too. I'll have to look it up anyway. So I'm going to move it along because we want to move it along. I just think these are super cool. They're functional. Why they rotate, if anyone ever figures out why the torsos rotate, let me know. I kind of sat here for a while to try to figure out why, but I just think they're super cool. And as you can see, Santa's a little more rotund than the snow person here. And, you know, when there's weight differences, Jason and I always like to point those out.
Bill, the going rate is 2 days. So if you could get back to the three of us in 2 days on who this is.
I said I was going to look it up. I didn't say I was going to share the information.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all friends here. Okay.
That's what you get for thinking, Jason. All right, I'm going to start.
John doesn't even flinch. John doesn't even flinch. He's always on. Doesn't even flinch.
20, 19, 18,
He's a professional.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I think the snowman's smiling more now that you called him thin compared to chubby Santa.
I said Santa was a little more rotund.
Let's just call it what it is, Bill. You said Santa is fatter than Frosty.
He's husky. All right, thanks for the bid end, Karen. So Wings, you have first choice. Paula, I'm sorry, your 20 came in right after. MJ Bear, you have second choice. Paula, you have third choice. If anything that's left is what you want. So just waiting for Wings wants both. Thank you so much.
No, I was actually trying to find. I was doing a little search on my phone.
I do that too when you guys are asking questions.
Because I was raised by librarians and whatever, and so like I'm very much into research and trying to find answers to things quickly. My final item for this evening is a Santa mug. This is all white. I believe at one point this probably had some coal paint and color. That is all gone. I did not do it. Don't come at me. This is starting at $16. There's a little bit of extra ceramic right here on the edge. There's overall crazing on this. This is 3 inches tall by 4 inches wide. I know that people like to decorate with these. If you do farmhouse or not do farmhouse, it's a nice way to get some vintage Christmas into those sorts of displays without having a lot of color, because there is no color to this one. But want to bring it to sale because it arrived in my collection, and I thought I would pass it along to someone here if someone was interested. I did not. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to repaint him if you want. But again, not at my hand. But I think sometimes, you know, when a lot of the paint is gone,
yeah,
you know, I'm not one to go do like little touch-ups on things, but if most of the paint on something like this is gone, if it's not, you know, this is stamped Japan, by the way. It has a embossed Japan on the bottom of it. I think you're more, you know, within your rights to take the rest of it off and use it however you want to use it. I think I'm talking about this enough. I do want to keep us moving. Maybe someone will come in with a bid on this. Other than that, $16. Over to you, Brian.
Okay. Final item is going to start at $20, and I have a box of kitty cards. There's actually 11. The box says 15, so somebody did use 4 of them over time. I'll show the cards in a minute, but the box is in good condition overall. There are some little bit of stress veins here and down here, and from coming from the corner. One here. The cards are unused. There are also envelopes on the inside that come with it. So we've got 3 of this particular dog saying hello. So there's 3 of those. There are 3 of this snowman die cut, as you can see. We've got 2 of the, oops, covering up the little bunny there, the deer and the rabbit. We've got 2 of the Santa here eating the candy cane. And then 1 of the Santa delivering presents. Jennifer, I see you at 20. Thank you very much. So again, there are 11 cards in total with the box, and the cards are about 5.5 inches tall. And it was made by Paramount. No date that I see, but it was, I think they're a USA company if I remember.
Love him. Love this. Love this. You have the great boxes of new old stock cards.
Oh,
friend.
thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate
So
that.
good.
This is the Kathy O'Neill box.
Is it, Bill? Is this
Kathy
the
O'Neill box.
same
Yep.
ones?
I don't know what does that mean. Is that
I found a collection of Christmas cards from a little girl that never got sent to her class.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that's the same box.
These are the same ones. Okay.
They're not the same cards. It's the same box, though.
Oh, same box. Okay. I'll show them really quick before we do a countdown. Bug, I saw you at 21. Jennifer, I saw you back at 22. Thank you very much. Let me just show them really quickly again. And
this is for all of it.
Yeah, this is for all of it. They're flat too. They're not warped. They don't really seem discolored. They're in good condition. And that's the final one. That's the main one that's on the box. So let's go ahead. We will get the countdown started. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jennifer, I see you're just in case of 30. Nothing else. And there's the bid end. I don't think you needed your just in case if I'm correct. So this comes to you for 22, Jennifer. Thank you.
You got it. And my last item is going to start at $18. It is on a set of salt and pepper shakers. And they double as shelf sitters, or you can just leave them on their little park bench, okay? So they come with their original wooden park bench. I'll take them off in a moment, but they are the Kissing Mr. and Mrs. Santa. They're in very good condition. Usually, it's hard-pressed to find them with their original wooden bench. There that is. Slight discoloration maybe, but usually that's the way they are by this time. It does have its original made in Japan, so that comes with it. And the shakers measure about 4 inches tall. So this is probably one of my favorite set of shakers. If you guys don't have this set, it's really fun. I love the way they have Mr. Claus's beard, Santa's beard on there. Cold paint is in very good condition. He has his original cork, and he still has his original Japan sticker on the bottom. A lot of times these, and I'm double checking again under my ring light, a lot of times these were prone to have the feet broken off and then re-glued on. These appear that there's been no damage to them. Thank you so much, Peppermint Patty. So you get Mr. Claus. No cold paint issues on him whatsoever. He's probably one of the best examples I've found in a long time. So there he is. And then you have sweet Mrs. Claus sitting here getting ready to schmutz and kiss and have fun with Santa. And there you can see she's holding her presents, kind of like what John said. I love when they mix in some different colors. You have some gold mixed in there. And then she has her Japan sticker and her cork. So truth be told, this cork sits out a little higher, so she doesn't rest as firmly on the wooden bench as I'd like her to. But I was afraid to go tampering with that cork. It's probably dried out and it might fall in. So the new owner might want to adjust that when they get her. But you can see her face is cold painted in very good condition. All the other cold paint seems to be really good, about 4 inches tall. So you get her and you get Miss Santa. These can also double just as shelf sitters. If you don't want to put them on the park bench, you don't have to. But you are going to get the original park bench that comes with it. So we're in at 18 with Peppermint Patty. Thank you so much. Let's try to sit these folks back on here. So we're looking for 19 or more. If anyone's interested, please put in a bid because we're going to do a countdown and just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These park benches double for a lot of these other kissing shakers. So you could use the bench, you know, for Christmas time for them, and then recycle it for some of the other ones if you have them without a bench. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. So Peppermint Patty, congratulations. All right, let's get us all back up here. Let's get us moved around here to where we started because of my internet. There we go. Bill, do you want to tell them, do we want to do a recap first and then the quick claims? You do.
That's what we've been doing. We've been doing the recap, then the quick claims. Okay. So let's show everything that wasn't claimed earlier one more time in case you weren't here or in case you need a little bit of time to think about it. So the recap portion will be the same as what we just did. It will just move along a little quickly. So each of the guys will show the items that weren't claimed earlier and tell you what the start price is, and we'll do a quick explanation while we're waiting to see if any bids come in. If a bid comes in, we will start a countdown very quickly if we see that there's multiple interest. If we don't see multiple interest, it will be a claim for the person who claims it. But we do like to wait a few seconds, especially today because we're sensing a lag, to see if another bid comes in. So if another bid does come in, just know we're going to start a countdown. Karen Gillette will remain our bid ender during this section. And I guess we'll start with John. John, did you have anything?
Yes, I have some things. So I had the Napco bone china mini candle holder set. These are about 2 inches by 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. The Mr. and Mrs. Claus, they have their Napco stickers, Taiwan on the bottom. Again, these would take like the mini birthday style cake candles. This was 28. So you can put couple 28, I guess we're giving keywords. I don't know. Couple 28.
Yep, you got it. You're right, John.
Had one of the Eden's plastic, the green, kind of winter green one was not claimed. This is $12. It is an embossed, unused postcard from the 1958 is the year on these. You can put postcard 12 if you want this, postcard 12. I had the... Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Got you for the couple. I had the all white, a little bit of a lot of crazing actually, a little bit of extra ceramic on this Santa face mug. Likely previously all colored, no longer. $16. You can put mug 16 for this. It is embossed Japan on the bottom. You can kind of see it right there. I had the funny little fella who we decided was holiday fair. He is 8.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. It has a Japan sticker on the bottom. I love this series. He's a little ornament hanger too. He is $22. You can put Pixie 22 if you want this. And then I believe finally I had the 1954 7-Up ad. This is about 10 by 13, 10 by 13 and a half. Just some minor kind of handling wear on the edge of there, a little bit of handling wear there. This was $15. You can put 7-Up 15 if you want this. And over to you, Brian.
Okay. My first item, this was $20. This is an unused 60s department store display for Christmas time. It says gifts to ring in the holiday cheer. It is the same on both sides. I believe it would have bent at the white spot, white area, excuse me, and then folded over somehow with this end piece. One side has just a little bit of pink in the area from when it was produced and probably got too close to the one that was printed before it. The gold is sparkly gold, and it is not the kind of sparkles and glitter that comes off. And this piece is 8 inches tall and 7.75 wide, including this white part. So it'll be a little, if you actually did choose to fold it, it would be a little bit smaller. So this is $20 for that. Had these set of Dexter's Angel plastic tie-on packages. They have wires on the back here. If I remember, they were about 1.5 inches tall. There's 18 of them. Made in Hong Kong. It is open on the edge here. So you could be guilt-free if you decided to actually use these. And package is the same on the top. Top on the front and the back. Excuse me about that. So $20 on that. And then I had this pair for $24. the Merry Christmas 70s ceramic candle holders made in Japan. Stickers on the bottom. A little bit of paintware on the bottom. 2 spots to note. One tiny little spot of paintware on the inside there. No chips, cracks, or damage to them. And the other, where was the other one? On the back side here, a little bit of paint loss there. And again, whoever painted these, there was a little bit of a drip on both sides, whether it was the machine that seemed to be dripping on the backside or an individual. Those are manufacturers. So these were 24.
Did they do a pair of salt and pepper shakers that I think they did that match those?
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I have a planter.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, now you should say it, Bill.
Too. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Is that everything, Brian?
Yes, that was it all.
All right. Okay. And guys, as we go through this, if you guys are watching this on a replay and you see something that wasn't claimed, feel free to reach out to any of the sellers and communicate with them. I will tell you, though, a lot of times the things get sold right away. A lot of us get emails within, an hour of the sale being over. But don't ever hesitate to reach out because it still might be available. I had 2 of the black and white photos left. They were $8 choice. So this one would be $8 girl, and she's in front of the Christmas tree. This one we can date as 1958. Or maybe they're like me and kept their Christmas tree up through May. So maybe that really is 1959. So you just put girl, picture, and then this one we put couple, picture, and both of those measure about 3.5 by 3.5. $165. I have my rhinestone Santa picture remaining. He's in very good condition. The picture measures 6.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So you get the picture. Quickly show you guys what you get. So there that is. All right, Smalls, I see you. Thank you so much. Just let me give a moment for the lag. I don't think you're going to have anybody go against you. But then again, you saw everything. So to me, I think with the lag, I think we waited enough. So Test, I see you, Bill. So Smalls, thank you so much. The picture is yours. Now it's time for the quick claims.
So the way the quick claims work, everyone, is we each have 2 rounds of additional items. However, there's no bidding here. It's actually just a straight claim for the first person who indicates their interest. So the order of what we do as sellers is a little bit different. We will show you an item. We won't tell you what the price is. We'll describe it, tell you anything you know about it, give you a little bit of time to think about it, and then we'll tell you what the price is. However, you don't type the price into the chat. You type a letter from the alphabet into the chat. We'll give you a letter, and the first person to type the correct letter into the chat is the person who claims that item. All you need to type is the letter. You don't need to type a description of the item or the price. You just need to type the letter. So I'll start us out with this. I have the cutest little 1973 Knickerbocker snow person stuffed, it's not a stuffed animal, stuffed snow person in its original box without the cellophane though. The box is pretty spectacular too when you look at these graphics. How nice is that? And you get a little display on the back. So I guess there probably was a coordinating Santa that came with this. Made in Taiwan, all the information on the back. The box is in great condition, as is this cute little snow person. And what I love about this guy is a ginger. He has red hair. I mean, isn't that cool? He's got a really great face, a fun scarf, and is 8 inches tall. So really fun little thing. Got felt feet that kind of stick out. Just really fun and super clean, no smells, no issues with it, no stains, just a really nice little Knickerbocker sitting in his box and has a little pine tree setting in the back. So if anyone is interested in this little guy, he will be with the box from 1973. He'll be $20. If anyone's interested, just type in the letter X. The letter X and Knickerbocker Snowman is yours. Yeah, sort of like a plushie. Yeah. Karen, congratulations. He is yours.
So for my quick claim rounds, I have some vintage advertising pieces because I love vintage advertising. My first round is going to be these store cards, store signs. Santa prefers these gifts. I love the little Santa drawing on these. These are a thicker cardstock and they measure 7 inches by 10 inches. I have 6 available and they are $8 each. If you want any of these, again, they're $8 each and I have 6 available. You're going to put the letter Y and then how many you'd like. There is some foxing and browning on these, but great for display, putting behind other items. I love vintage advertising, and I especially love old retail signage. Over to you, Brian. Again, why 8 each?
I have got my first quick claim is a Rospo Rosen horse. It's all plastic with metal axles, very good condition. I'm not really seeing any wear or damage to it. There's some ever slight tarnishing on the metal, but that's about it. It measures 5 inches wide and 5.5 inches tall. I have a couple of these in my collection, and you'll notice that there's holes on either side of the face. I think it's because when they used the mold for the Halloween season, they actually had a jack-o'-lantern come out of it that hung from the horse's mouth. The 2 that I have in my collection do not have anything hanging, and the ones I've seen online. So I think the holes are just there from mold because they used it for multiple seasons or holidays. So we are looking for $40 on this. And if you're interested, you can type the letter Y.
Oh, you picked the Y too. The letter
wait,
Y.
Did John just say?
Yeah, he just had the Y as
Oh
well.
my God.
That's so crazy. I would laugh if we all picked the same letter by accident.
I have multiple letters at the ready in case that works.
Okay.
I do too.
That was dumb. That was dumb.
No, it was awesome. It wasn't dumb.
I think I did that. I think I did the same thing to him last sale actually as well.
Oh my God, that's so fun. All right. I have choice on Santa mugs. Okay. So I have 2 of the made in Japan winking Santas. Okay. They're very similar. You can see the one, they didn't get his cheeks all the way. Okay. But I have 2 of the winking ones. And if you just want one, I will pick the best one out of each for you. So you can see that the cold paint is very good on that. The cold paint is very good on that. So you have those to choose from. And then I have 2 of the non-winking Santa mugs. Okay, so I have these 2. They're in almost identical condition. Cold paint is in very good condition. There's the inside. And each one of these measure about 4 inches wide by 3 inches tall. So if you guys want to, get ahead of the game before they become really pricey in a few months for Christmas, these are going to be $25 choice. $25 choice. These were new old stock. The box they came out of fell apart, so these were never used. So any issue, it was from years of storage. So there'll be $25 choice, 2 winking, 2 non-winking, and the first person who puts in the letter R, if I'm holding it right, in the letter R can pick what you want. So you can pick if you want 2 winking, 1 of each, 2 non-winking, and they were $25 each. Letter R. And I will move it over here to you, Bill. And I don't see any interest. Okay.
Okay, my last round is also a choice, and we're going into the realm of the pixie world, different elves, pixies, gnomes, because I haven't brought any tonight. So there's a choice on a pair. I have 2 different pairs. The first pair are these ceramic gnome Santa helper kind of guys. These are actually made to be ornaments. You can see on the back, they both have little wire loops that are meant to be a place where you would put a hanger. And what I would say about the condition of these is that if you like the antiqued look, they have considerable paint loss, as you can see, which I think gives them just a really nice kind of old world look. Yeah, they're good creeps, right? They're fantastic. They are the pair of gnomes. They are 4 inches tall. So that's your first choice. And they're just Japan, blue and white Japan. I don't know the manufacturer. The second choice are these super cute Pixie Santa helpers made by our favorite company, because we need to bring some Homeco every time we do a Christmas sale, right? So these are really fun Homeco pixies. There aren't any condition issues with these little guys. They are 4.5 inches tall. So if anyone, let me get them up so you can see them. If anyone's interested in claiming one or both, the sets will be $14 each. So $14 for the pair. For anyone who types in the letter M, you can choose one or both pairs.
$10 says they glow, Bill.
What's that?
$10 says they glow.
What, are you going to be sending me that in check form or cash?
Probably in a bag of pennies. Probably a bag of pennies.
You're going to have to because they don't glow.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Darn.
So like I said, I have some other vintage advertising pieces. These are from 1971. They're bottled hoppers from Squirt Soda. Squirt was doing a plushie promo where I think you would send in and you would get this. I think this was only like $3 or something at the time. But again, from 1971, as you might be able to see, there is some overall fading to these. I believe this was originally all that yellow color. The reindeer part has also faded a little bit, which is all reflected in the price. Also because there's some spotting and some aging on all three. I have 3 of these. They all have aging and spotting in different spots. So just know that if you're interested in any of these at all, there will be some of that minor kind of condition issues. Really, to me, the big thing is the fading. And then where some of the spotting falls might fall like more on this part versus on the sort of ends of the deer's ears right there. But they're still fun pieces, I think, for display and great kitschy deer. These are $6 each. If you're interested in any of these are 14.25 by 7 inches. So they are kind of a bigger size. You can use the letter Y. Again, these are 6 each, Y 6, and then let me know how many you want. Over to you, Brian.
My final item is a pair of pillar candle holders made by Napco Ware, and they are snow people. They are in very good shape. There's no chips, cracks, or breaks on them. They do have a few spots of paint loss that I will find and point out to you. There's a little spot here on the wing of the bird, and like a little tiny spot at the end of the candy cane there. Same for over here, small spot. And then on the female, she has a little bit more spotting on the red cold paint, the tips of the poinsettia here. And then interesting, I don't know what it was about the gold paint. I guess it's kind of oxidized a little bit based on whatever was in the gold paint. So you can kind of see there's some green within the gold paint there. I don't think that can be remedied. I think it is what it is, unless anybody else knows. But then this one, I don't know, maybe it was already green and they did a wash of the gold over it, but just wanted to point that out. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that way or if it's just kind of come through over time. But again, these are in good shape. They would be large pillars. The bottom has the Napco sticker, X8832 on both of them. Napco sticker, Napco Ware, not Napco sticker on it. They are 5 inches tall, and for the pair, if you're interested, they will be $58, and you could put the letter U for the pair.
And these have coordinating pieces. There's a salt and pepper shaker. There's a taper holder.
There are planters.
Yep, there's definitely others in the set. So $58 with the letter U if interested.
All right. And thank you so much. I got you Vegas Viking glass. I got you so much. Let me just write that down. One of each. Let me get that. And I will make sure that out of that choice that you get the best ones out of both. Okay, so that one had a little issue with the cheek. I'll make sure to give you the better one. So thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm the king of Christmas mugs. It's going to be choice on the Walkersbach. I think I actually said it right. I think
yeah, that was good.
I think I actually said it right. So I have the Christmas tree one. Okay, this one, I guess, sort of kind of common, but again, you know, they'll be priced right. So there's no issues. There's no chips. Sometimes these can get stained and they can get crazed. They are the West Germany ones, and that's the way it is stamped on the bottom. I know that they moved around, and it has, you know, people that are hardcore collectors of these know the era of them. So that's your first choice. Then I have the house one. So I have the house one. I don't see this one that often.
I've seen that one.
So there is your house with all the snow coming down. And what's weird is that it says gear. It says gear right there on it. So I don't know. Maybe it was a promotional thing. I don't know, but it's there. And then this one's my favorite. I have the Christmas present one. Again, another one I don't see that often. Usually I find the Christmas trees mostly. And there's the base on that one. And then the one with the house, I didn't show you the base. So, and these are your traditional mug size. They're going to be $10 each. They're going to be $10 each, and you'll claim them by what is on them. You'll say house, present, or tree, $10 each. And if anybody's interested, put in the letter E and which ones you want. So you can claim E, and then whoever's first, you let me know at $10 each if you want the house, presents, gifts, presents, or tree, okay? And they're fun to drink out of all year round. I drink out of Christmas mugs all year round because I'm weird like that. So it looks like the first one is Paula. Paula, you get first choice. Let me know. Okay, I see Karen wanted the tree. So Paula, let me know. You were the first one in. So let me know which ones you wanted. And if trees left, that goes to Karen. And then Brad, you'll have backup. You want them all, so they all go. Karen, I'm so sorry. Paula was the first one to get in with E. So she gets them all. And I promise you, Karen, if I find one with a tree, you get first dibs on it. So thank you, guys. We did it. I'm a fanatic for we have to end where we all started. So bear with me. I don't know what's going on with this tonight. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Again, my apologies for the technical difficulties in the beginning, but we all powered through. Thank you, fellas, for being professional and handling it when it fell short on my end. Thank you guys so much for helping me get through that. I think me and Tina lost about a year of our life trying to get us back online. So guys, please, if you're not subscribed to everybody here on the channel, please do so. Make sure you're following Bill here on YouTube, over on Instagram. Make sure you're following John here on YouTube and on Instagram. And make sure you're following Brian over there. You will not go wrong. If you guys don't have an Instagram account, for the reason of these three fellas, you got to make one and follow them because of the content that they put out and what they do. So even if you don't get on Instagram, it's worth getting on just to follow these three fellows. So Karen G, thank you so much as always for being our mod and bid ender. We couldn't do it without you. Please put Gavin's link in. Let's get him some more subscribers. Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. And Kim, thank you so much, Desert Go. You were out enjoying yourself this evening and you got here in time to hang out with us. So Kim, thank you so much. Please put your links in there as well. So we're going to go around and we'll tell you any other details about our shops and where we'll be at next. And Mr. Bill, it's all you, sir.
I will be back here on Mother Tucker's channel at 8 o'clock on Monday for Mother Tucker's Monday. And this week we're excited because it's the first Monday of the month. So that means it won't just be Jason and I. Our vintage sister, Enamor Amy, will be joining us.
All right.
So my next sale is actually with you all a week from today when we do our flower power sale. That'll be over on Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern, same time, different channel.
All right, Brian.
Ditto with John. Next sale is with you all next week, next Friday.
I'm super excited because you guys next week over on Instagram, there will be no technical difficulties over there because I have an Apple device now. So I can do the little heart things now and make the balloons and all that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do all that next. It doesn't like you guys. It just likes, because then even John can do the thumbs up. Like make it rain over there, John, with all those great effects. Like go to there. Look at that. Look at that. It's the 4th of July in Chicago right now. It's crazy. So look at that. So I can do all that fun stuff next week. So look out. So I will be back, like Bill said, on Monday night for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. Then I will be back on Wednesday here on my channel for Fantastic Finds with Enamor Amy. And then I'll be playing with my new Apple device this Friday with the fellas. Yes. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Passover. We hope you guys have a blessed weekend with your families. We hope you have lots of treats. We hope you, enjoy the season, the reason for the season. Please, consider becoming an organ donor, guys. It's very, very easy. It is, now that we speak of these kind of things and we had a Christmas sale, It is just kind of a gift that you can give back. So it is very, very easy. Next time you renew your driver's license, you can even do it beforehand. There are other websites. You can easily Google it. I won't get into too much detail, but please consider giving the gift of life. It pays it forward. There are folks in our community right now that are suffering, that are and or might be soon on the transplant list. So I myself was given the gift over 3 years ago now, the gift of life. So please consider doing that. And also, please, guys, with the Easter season and us celebrating Christmas, and we got to do this again next year, fellas. We got to do this again. This needs to become a routine. Please just be kind. This world, it seems, isn't getting any kinder. So please just be kind to one another. Please, maybe a random act of kindness. Maybe lend a hand to a sister or a brother that needs it. And I think it could just be, I think we could get back. So with that said, guys, have a great night. Fellas, it was always fun.
A pleasure.
And we'll be back over on the Instagram next Friday at 8 p.m. Till then, have a great
night,
Easter,
everyone.
guys.